It means nothing. They may be more talented than you, but if you show more heart, if you show more focus, if you just decide this day that you will never accept second place to anyone, if you do that, if you all do that, there's no one we cannot defeat, and there's no one that we want to challenge us ever again. So do you want to go out there like every other play, like every other team? Or do you want to stand up this day to make this day count?
Make it count. Leave your heart and soul out on that field. Make them remember who you are. Make them scared to ever set foot on the field with you ever again. Make them remember who you are. They will remember who you are. Make it count.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Every tackle, make it count. Every challenge, make it count. Every contest, make it count. Every shot, every pass, make it count. Every tackle, every challenge, every contest, every shot, every pass, make it count.
Stand up this day. This day you write your future. You decide who will walk away the winner. No one else. Today, if you go down, get back up. If you feel pain, tell yourself, there is no pain. The only pain that exists is the pain of defeat. And today, we will not be defeated. If your opponent is tough, you must be tougher. Today, we make it count. Today, we set the tone for the rest of our career, for the rest of our lives. That tone is of someone who will not be defeated. A warrior, a beast, someone that is not of this world. Your opponent will have no choice but to give up because you will not. He will have no choice. Fight with every fiber in your body to win every challenge, every tackle, to win this day. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready? Get out there and make this day count.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our recognition night for our football players, managers, cheerleaders, band, cross country, and boys golf and their parents. We're proud to pay special attention and recognition to these individuals for the tremendous amount of dedication and loyalty they have displayed through their careers and for the entertainment they have provided. Our first football senior player is Marshawn Bolden. He's the son of Marcus Bolden and Estella Bell. Marshawn has participated in baseball, track, and football. He's also a member of Student Council. Marshawn will be attending Southeastern Community College next fall to major in criminal justice. He'll be enlisting in the National Guard as well. Please recognize Marshawn and his escort, T.T. Brown Jefferson. Charlie Carlson is the son of Pete and Melissa Carlson. Charlie has participated in football, basketball, and baseball. Charlie is considering attending Southeastern Community College next fall to major in education and/or join the National Guard. Please recognize Charlie and his parents. Mason Fort is the son of Ann and Bill Fort. Mason has participated in football and baseball. He's also a member of Varsity Club, DECA, and Ecology Club. Mason hasn't decided where he'll be attending college next fall. He will major in business accounting and finance and hopes to further his baseball career at the collegiate level. Please recognize Mason and his parents. Nash Garlow is the son of Brian Garlow. Nash has participated in football, soccer, and wrestling. Nash will be attending Southeastern Community College next fall. He is undecided on a major. Please recognize Nash and his father. Colton Kirshner is the son of Wayne and Teresa Kirshner. Colton has participated in football, baseball, and wrestling. He is also a member of the Student Council. Colton is considering attending Southeastern Community College and/or joining the National Guard next fall. He will major in architecture. Please recognize Colton and his parents. Jacob Peterson is the son of Tiffany Azell and John Peterson. Jacob has participated in football, basketball, track, and soccer. Jacob will be attending Southeastern Community College in the fall. He'll earn his associate's degree in business. Please recognize Jacob and his parents. DJ Pugh is the son of Kimberly Jones. He has participated in football, basketball, and track. DJ is undecided where he'll be attending college next fall. Please recognize DJ and his escorts, Coach David and Mesha Purnell. Ian Taylor is the son of Lisa Schaefer and Rusty Taylor. Ian has participated in football, wrestling, and baseball. Ian plans on attending the National Guard after graduation. He will be attending the University of Iowa in the fall and is undecided on a major. Please recognize Ian and his parents. KT Thompson is the son of Kiana Kennard. KT has participated in basketball, football, track, and baseball. KT has not decided where he'll be attending college next fall. Please recognize KT and his escort, Burlington High School track and field coach, Jordan Webb. Hunter Timmerman is the son of Kent and Cheryl Timmerman. Hunter has participated in football, wrestling, baseball, and tennis. Hunter will be attending Southeastern Community College next fall. He is undecided on a major. Please recognize Hunter and his parents. Jacob Van Bertlow is the son of Julie and Bill Van Bertlow. Jacob has participated in football, swimming, and baseball. He is also a member of Student Council and Leo Club. Jacob will join the United States Navy after graduation. Please recognize Jacob and his mother. Gage Webster is the son of Carly Herring and Jason Webster. Gage has participated in football and tennis. Gage will be attending Kirkwood Community College. He will work towards becoming a surgical technician. Please recognize Gage and his parents. Nick Wigman is the son of Todd and Joyce Wigman. Nick has participated in golf, football, wrestling, and baseball. He is also a member of Student Council, Leo Club, Junior Class Cabinet, the National Honor Society, and Ecology Club. Nick will be attending University of Iowa in the fall. He'll major in dentistry. Please recognize Ian and his parents. Josh Wyatt is the son of Keith and Lucy Wyatt. Josh has participated in football, tennis, and baseball. Josh will be enlisting in the Marine Corps after graduation. Please recognize Josh and his parents. And now the football manager. Ravasia Jefferson is the daughter of TT and Regine Jefferson. Ravasia has participated in cheerleading in the Burlington Community School District after-school program. Ravasia will be attending Kirkwood Community College next fall. She'll major in entrepreneurship and work toward becoming a dance choreographer. Please recognize Ravasia and her parents. Let's give a round of applause for our senior football players and manager. We next recognize our senior band students. Our first senior band member is Elena Abuwasili, the daughter of Mike and Michelle Abuwasili. She has participated in swimming, band, orchestra, chamber orchestra, the National Honor Society, Student Council, Leo Club, Dream Catchers, Junior Class Cabinet, Senior Class Cabinet, and BHS PR. Elena will attend the University of Iowa in the fall to major in health and human physiology. Please recognize Elena and her parents. Mariah Brown is the daughter of Rita Brown and Marty Bowen. She has participated in band, track and field, and Club M. Her plans after high school include joining the Peace Corps. Please recognize Mariah and her parents. Lane Burnham is the son of Jessica and Jack Burnham. He has participated in football, soccer, marching band, symphonic band, bass choir, a cappella, Purple Airs, and the musical. At this time, he's undecided about his plans after graduation. Please recognize Lane and his parents. Carly Cook is the daughter of Robbie Cook and Becky Cook. She has participated in concert band, symphonic band, marching band, bowling, and student council. Her plans after graduation include attending the University of Northern Iowa to study history and earn a BA in education. Please recognize Carly and her parents. Emily Darnell is the daughter of Jeff and Katie Darnell. She has participated in band, jazz band, and swim team. After high school, Emily plans to attend SCC to earn her RN degree and then transfer to the University of Iowa to major in psychiatry. Please recognize Emily and her parents. Russell Egan is the son of Josie Tizer. He has participated in band, basketball, and track. After graduation, he plans to serve in the United States Marine Corps and eventually become an emergency medical technician and firefighter. Please recognize Russell and his escort. Alexander Elliott is the son of Bill Elliott and Bridget Davis. He has participated in marching band, concert band, symphonic band, bass choir, and a cappella. His plans after graduation include attending SCC to earn his AA degree. Please recognize Alex and his escort. Liam Fawcett is the son of Judd and Erin Fawcett. Liam has participated in the BHS band, choir, and track and field. Liam will be attending Southeastern Community College next fall. He will work towards an associate's degree and start a career as an electrician. Please recognize Liam and his parents. Jaylee Logan is the daughter of Sarah Johnson. She has participated in band, bowling, cheerleading, dance team, treble choir, New Legacy Choir, Club M, Student Council, Class Cabinet, and Leo Club. Jaylee plans to attend a junior college next year and then transfer to Iowa State to major in animal science or veterinary medicine. Jaylee is escorted this evening by her grandfather, Harold Johnson. Mauricio Loteki Lukiaki is the daughter of Loteki Lukiaki Lengai and Wendy Loteki Lukiaki. She has participated in band and choir. After graduating high school, she will be attending the Trinity Medical School, where she will be a part of their pre-med and MD program. Please recognize Mauricio and her parents. Megan Michael is the daughter of Anita and Lee Michael. She has participated in band, swimming, Science Olympiad, and National Honor Society. Her plans after graduation include attending Truman State University and major in biology with a minor in environmental science and eventually working in the field of conservation. Please recognize Megan and her parents. Emily Morey is the daughter of Jill Morey. Emily has participated in band, student council, a cappella choir, Purple Airs, jazz choir, and orchestra. She plans on attending an undecided university to study forensic psychiatry. Please recognize Emily and her mother. Abby Peters is the daughter of Ann and Dr. Douglas Peters. She has participated in band, cross country, track, Dream Catchers, National Honor Society, Student Council, Leo Club, Varsity Club, and Senior Class Cabinet. After high school, Abby plans to attend the University of Iowa to major in psychology and eventually earning an MA in child psychology. Please recognize Abby and her parents. Skylar Rhea is the daughter of Alec and Tina Rhea. She has participated in concert band, symphonic band, marching band, and pet band. After graduation, she plans on attending SCC and transferring to the University of Iowa to major in pediatric nursing. Please recognize Skylar and her parents. Colin Ryder is the son of Chris and Melissa. Colin has participated in marching band, symphonic band, and concert band. After graduation, he plans on attending Kirkwood or SCC to major in welding or CNC machining. Please recognize Colin and his parents. Michaela Terrence is the daughter of Samantha Terrence. Michaela has participated in band, choir, National Honor Society, Leo Club, and drama. After graduation, she plans on attending an undecided university to study psychology. Please recognize Michaela and her escort. Nicole Williams is the daughter of Dr. Patrick and Megan Williams. Nicole has participated in band, choir, and the school musical. After graduation, she plans on attending the University of Iowa to major in music therapy and organ with future plans of becoming a music therapist. Please recognize Nicole and her parents. Cody Wixom is the son of Trinity Wixom and Aaron Wixom. He has participated in band, choir, and dream catchers. After high school, Cody plans on attending the University of Iowa to major in business and music and eventually owning his own business. Please recognize Cody and his escort, Cadence Wexham. Jason Workman is the son of Noita and Bruce Workman. Jason has participated in marching band, symphonic band, purple airs, a cappella, and bass choir. After graduation, he plans on attending SCC for 2 years before transferring to a 4-year university to major in business. Please recognize Jason and his parents. Next, we announce and recognize our senior fall cheerleaders. Our first cheerleader is Emma Quillman, the daughter of Greg and Michelle Anderson. Emma has participated in competition cheer and football cheerleading. Emma will be attending Southeastern Community College next fall. She'll major in psychology and social work. Please recognize Emma and her parents. Anna Herman is the daughter of Sarah Herman and Pat Sing Sang. Anna has participated in football cheer, winter cheer, and competition cheer. She is also a member of Student Council and Orchestra. Anna will be attending Southeastern Community College next fall. She'll work towards a degree in physical therapy. Please recognize Anna and her parents. Elle Jones is the daughter of Rick and Marla Jones. Elle has participated in football cheer, wrestling cheer, competition cheer, and golf. She is also a member of the BHS marching band, jazz band, concert band, symphonic band, the Leo Club, and class cabinet. Elle will attend the University of Northern Iowa next fall. She'll major in American and European history. Please recognize Elle and her parents. Cassidy Camp is the daughter of Kenny and Felicia Camp. Cassidy has participated in softball, volleyball, football cheer, wrestling cheer, competition cheer, and golf. She is also a member of Club M, Varsity Club, Yearbook, Leo Club, Student Council, FCA, Junior Class Cabinet, Senior Class Cabinet, BHS Marching Band, and Symphonic Band. Cassidy will attend Southeastern Community College in the fall before transferring to the University of Iowa or the University of Northern Iowa. She will major in elementary education. Please recognize Cassidy and her parents. Madison Kempker is the daughter of Misty Martin and William Kempker. Madison has participated in winter cheer, football cheer, choir, and the BHS dance team. Madison will be leaving for basic training in June for the Army Reserve. She'll be attending Southeastern Community College in the fall for 2 years, then plans on transferring to the University of Iowa. She'll major in nursing. Please recognize Madison and her parents. Sanaya Morgan is the daughter of Lanasha Morgan and Joshua Moore. Sanaya has participated in cheerleading and volleyball. Sanaya plans on working next and saving money to attend an undecided college in Los Angeles, California next fall. Sanaya will be working toward becoming a Korean translator. Please recognize Sanaya and her parents. Madison Morris is the daughter of Joe and Tracy Morris. Madison has participated in varsity and JV football cheer. She is also a member of Student Council, Ecology Club, Senior and Junior Class Cabinet, FCA, AP Club, Varsity Club, National Honor Society, BHS PR, and the Leo Club. Madison will be attending Mercy College next fall. She'll major in nursing and working towards becoming a nurse practitioner. Please recognize Madison and her parents. Jaden Reed is the daughter of Paul and Melanie Reed. Jaden has participated in football cheer, basketball cheer, competitive cheer, and tennis. She is also a member of the Student Council, Leo Club, the National Honor Society, Science Olympiad, BHS PR, Dreamcatchers, and the AP Club. Jane has not decided where she'll be attending college in the fall. She'll major in neuroscience. Please recognize Jaden and her parents. Michaela Van Order is the daughter of Kelly and Trent Sturms and Tony and Angela Van Order. Michaela has participated in football and competitive cheer. She is also a member of the Leo Club and Student Council. Michaela has not decided where she'll be attending college next fall, but plans on attending a junior college to work toward a nursing degree. Please recognize Michaela and her parents. Riley Walker is the son of Amy Schaefer and Jason Walker. Riley has participated in track and cheerleading. Riley will be attending Southeastern Community College next fall. He is undecided on his major. Please recognize Riley and his parents. Rebecca Whaley is the daughter of Nicole Shaley and Christopher Whaley. Rebecca has participated in football cheer, basketball cheer, and competition cheer. She is also a member of a cappella, treble, concert, and New Legacy choirs. Rebecca has also participated in fall musicals and spring plays. Rebecca will be attending Iowa Wesleyan University next fall. She'll major in music education. Please recognize Rebecca and her parents. Last but not least, we recognize our senior cross-country students. Our first senior is Paul Creek, the son of Joshua and Debbie Creek. Paul has participated in cross-country, football, bowling, and soccer. He is also a member of the Leo Club and Club M. Paul will attend Southeastern Community College next fall before transferring to a four-year university. He'll major in education, welding, and earn his coaching certificate. Please recognize Paul and his parents. Brianna Reed is the daughter of Diana Reed. Brianna has participated in soccer, cross-country, student council, Leo Club, and the secretary of TSA. Brianna will be attending Southeastern Community College in the fall. She plans on transferring to Iowa State University to double major in structural engineering and architecture. Please recognize Brianna and her mother. Seniors and parents, thanks for all you have done for our Greyhound Fall programs. We appreciate your efforts and wish our hounds the best of luck in tonight's game and in all their future endeavors. Let's give these seniors and their parents a final round of applause and thank them for their participation and support of Greyhound Athletics. Well, fan Mitch and Extra Heartbeat Foundation has started a new tradition this year, a tradition that recognizes the individuals that have accomplished great successes while being an impactful member of their community and a positive role model for all. The Captain of the Week tradition will recognize those who embody the characteristics of the Extra Heartbeat Foundation: character, leadership, hard work, and teamwork. The Extra Heartbeat Foundation is extremely excited to present this week's Extra Heartbeat Captain of the Week to none other than Hall of Fame coach and pillar of our community, Larry Heath. For the last 3 decades, Coach Heath has dedicated his time to shaping the lives of hundreds of athletes on the basketball court as well as on the softball field. He has taught 26 years in Burlington Community School District and retired from teaching in 2017. He's been the head softball coach for 31 years. He was hired by Dick Wagner in 1989. He coached 3 Hall of Fame softball players: Katie Boney, inducted 2006, Natalie Johnson, inducted 2009, and Miranda Kramer, inducted in 2019. He has 50 former players who have signed a scholarship to play college softball. 13 players have signed to play in Division I NCAA softball. 36 players have received 70 All-State honors. He's married to Maureen Heath and have 4 children: Natalie, Taylor, Michelle, and Melanie. He was inducted in the Coaches Softball Hall of Fame in 2007. There aren't many areas that Coach Heath has not dominated. Please welcome Coach Heath as the Mitch King Extra Heartbeat Captain of the Week. Presenting the medallion to Larry is a member of the Mitch King Extra Heartbeat Foundation, Ron Glasgow. Good evening. Tonight, the Marching Greyhounds will perform Go Get 'Em Greyhounds and Uprising. Tonight, the band is joined by Mrs. Horn and Edwardstone Middle School 8th grade band members. The band is directed on the field by drum major Casey Pepper. ask the gentlemen please remove their caps, and all who are able to do so, please stand in honor of our country for the playing of our national anthem. The Greyhounds won the toss. They're elected to receive. They will kick off. Cedar Rapids, Washington will defend the south goal. Obeying the officials tonight are Mark Wold, Kevin Clapp, Randy Clapp, David Vanderwerk, and Randy Fry.
Please just make your plays. Don't worry about trying to make it the biggest play of your life. Just make your plays. And if you do that enough, good things will happen to you.
Gavin Thompson has it on the tee on his own 40 on the left hash, and we are ready to get underway. Cedar Rapids, Washington, moving from right to left on your radio, and we are underway. This is going to be taken at the 11-yard line off the shoulder pads of Bryant Williams, and immediately a turnover as it's going to be fallen on by Cedar Rapids, Washington at the Greyhound 13-yard line.
And it is recovered by the Washington Warriors, and they will take over in the red zone as we start this game off. Not the sign that you wanted to have on senior night, so quickly go, and that's going to play out to cause problems later because you're going to kick off in the second half.
So first down and 10 for Washington, and immediately the Greyhound defense back against the wall at the Greyhound 13-yard line, and I dare say that I hear some murmurs or at least boos from the crowd. We haven't heard that
Well,
much.
I mean, it was a ball that should have been caught cleanly, and it just kind of slipped through the hands of the return man.
I formation set. Clymer turns and hands it to the tail of the tandem. That's big number 34, Jabari Dobbs, 6'175", a sophomore, and he's got nothing, maybe a yard. They're going to mark it at the 13, so no gain for Dobbs.
Great group tackling. Webster, Dontarius Bowens, DJ Pugh, and trying to figure out Trey King on the tackle there. So, again, we told you they basically want to be an I team, but they're not afraid to spread it out as they're in trips formation right now.
Clymer in the shotgun will roll right. Now he's going to tuck it and run, finds the room, plants his foot, and he tries to split a couple of Greyhound defenders, but doesn't get much till he's thrown backward. And actually, he fumbled the football, recovered by Isaac Wixom. I always want to say Isaiah.
And that's not a fumble. You'll see here on the replay, I love it now that we're close, you'll see Isaac actually take it from him. They held him up, and Isaac just pulls the ball right out of Clymer's hand, falls forward into the 15, and great turnaround, great bow back of the neck here, Greyhounds, as we move onto the offensive side of the ball.
So BHS takes over, first down and 10 at its own 14-yard line after an exchange of turnovers, an opening kickoff muff by Bryant Williams, and now Isaac Wixom playing Hamburglar with the football. DJ Pugh at quarterback with an I formation set behind him. Turning, gives it to KT Thompson, gets the first carry of the game, tries to go up the gut, works it out to the right side, and gets across the 15 to the 16 for a gain of 2.
Brought down by Justin Sherman, the 5'9", 180-pound junior safety for the Warriors. Good to see KT starting a very good first down. A new wrinkle in the formation, kind of a pistol eye look. I'm sure they're going to probably use some of that dive and veer option work that they had against Bettendorf 2 weeks ago.
So DJ Pugh checks with the sideline, gets a signal, calls the offensive play, comes out. Actually 4 backs behind the center. Mason Fort just to the left and a little bit in front of DJ. DJ turns and hands to Trey King, and Trey King off the left side trying to get up to the 20. He's going to be brought down at the 18 for another gain of 2.
Yep, brought down by Jamar Thurman, 6'3", 215-pound defensive end for the Warriors. So a 3rd and 6 here for the Greyhounds. Interesting that they've got King as – no, that's Mason Fort, Scott. We thought it was King. That was 15. Those numbers are hard to see.
Mason Fort with the carry?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That was Trey King with the carry.
Nope. Marshawn Bolden here.
No.
Yep. I'm telling you. Yes.
All right, I'll change it. So 3rd down and 6, and Pugh going to give it to KT. I believe I was changing the number.
Yep.
So give it to KT. No, was that KT?
Yeah, that's
KT up to the 20 for another gain of 2. We'll get it straightened out sooner or later.
Brought down by Sherman again, coming in from his safety spot along with number 34, and that's Jabari Dobbs, the 6', 175-pound sophomore playing in the inside linebacker. KT trying to establish himself, but just you see him limping a little bit, not able to really press down on that foot.
Justin Sherman back at his own 43 to await the kick from Carlo Martinez-Hale. CMH gets it off, a knuckleball coming to the near sideline, going to hit it to 43, take a Greyhound roll up to midfield, and finally downed by DJ Pugh right at midfield. So a 30-yard kick for CMH, and Cedar Rapids Washington will take over, first down and 10 at midfield.
Cedar Rapids Washington really close to blocking that punt. Snap's got to get back there just a little bit faster, and Carlo has got to be able to get that one-step punt off and going quicker.
So Henry Clymer in the offense back on the field for Cedar Rapids Washington. No score, just under 3 minutes having played. And here's a give again to the tailback, Jabari Dobbs, and Dobbs hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backward. Forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, Carlo Martinez-Hale, Gage Webster on the stop. They ran a little X-stunt on the short side of the field and allowed Carlo to get in there untouched for the stop.
So Cedar Rapids Washington going to go trips to the right side. They send out 1 wide receiver to the left. That's Zarin Ross-Carr, the leading receiver in terms of number of catches for Washington. Here's a give to Dobbs again off the right side. He's got running room to the 2nd level. Brought down by Webster and Pugh and a couple of other black shirts, but not before he gains 11 to the 39.
Martinez-Hale again coming back from backside pursuit. Just ran a simple trap here with the running back, Dobbs, and he's one of those guys who's a bigger back who can pound at you, and I think they may have found a formula here that they like.
Again, 3-by-1 for Washington. Dobbs to the left of Clymer, turns and gives it to Dobbs, and he's got yardage down to the 35, a gain of 4. Just a quick hitter straight ahead.
Yep, I think they've kind of figured out they're running a trap. They run the trap action, and we're stunning off the edge with a little X stunt with the defensive end who floats out, not floats out, but slants himself out, and then we bring in our outside linebackers to fill in that voided spot.
7:50 and counting, first quarter, 2nd and 6. Clymer throws right side. He's got a man at the 35, right of the line of scrimmage, but driven backward and finally thrown down. Is that Trey King, number 22
Trey.
over
yeah,
there?
That is Trey on the stop.
Gain up
nice
to the
shot.
33 and nothing more, a gain of 2.
See, and these are the sneaky throws. This is a, little throw here, about 3 or 4 yards. Nice stop by Trey as he's able to come up quickly on the read. But those are the throws that just you don't really think of as a passing game. That's as good as a handoff and an off-tackle play anymore.
So Mason Ward with the catch, gains 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Now trips to the left side. They go trips to the wide side during this drive. Clymer back to pass, wants to set up a screen. Now he just has to throw it away. That's intentional grounding. He's not out of the pocket. Nobody's in that area. That's intentional grounding. And now the officials kind of look at each other going, okay, but no flag, so it'll be 4th and 4.
Great pursuit. Those are one of the things that we've got to be careful about. If you're getting in as a nose tackle or a defensive end, if you're getting in there too soon, you got to retrace your steps and kind of look for where that screen back's at.
How is that not intentional grounding?
Scott, we're not the judges. Yes. We're on, and then we can see ourselves in this.
That's right. Now we know
the monitor, into the monitor, into the monitor.
It'll look all sexy for my fans out there. 4th and 4, Washington going to go for it. Turn and give to Dobbs. Dobbs just going right up the gut.
Nope.
He's going to be short of the first down as the defense bows up and drives him backward. He got to the 30, but only a gain of 3, 1 yard short of the first down. And on downs, the Greyhounds will take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, great mass of people in there on the stop. Charlie Carlson, Gage Webster, looking at Trey King. Along comes Alex Zhu, Julius Harris. Pretty much the entire defensive front 7 there on the tackle along with Charlie. So good job.
Well, the Greyhounds with a chance here. The defense has come up big on the first couple of possessions for Cedar Rapids Wash. Now here comes the Greyhounds. Brock Dengler now in at quarterback. He fakes one way, now pitches it. Coming near side is King. Trey King trying to scoot his way across the 35 to the 36. He does. By the way, seeing that run reminds me, did you see he was nominated for Play of the Week?
Yes, I did, and I voted.
WQAD. I did not, but I did see that. How did he do? Did he end up?
I did not see it. It was awarded on Wednesday, but much better pitch relationship and read by Brock Dengler to get the ball out to Trey early. And then the ability to jump cut inside like he did.
Well, one of the things Zach said on the pregame interview and even off the air yesterday is that Brock Dengler, when he has trouble pitching the football, it's because he runs parallel to the line of scrimmage. And that's the type of play, Zach said, you've got to attack the line of scrimmage at an angle so that the pitch angle is not so severe and you can't get strung out. Here's a give to Bryant Williams just up the gut for a first down up to the 40.
And that is just something that you have to work on in the option. Option is about as tough to run as a passing offense because you just have to have so many reps in doing it, and it's just not something you can throw out there.
Midway through the first quarter, 5:55 and counting. First down and 10 Greyhounds at their own 40. No score as we play here in quarter number 1. Cedar Rapids, Washington, a fumble and a loss of downs. The Greyhounds a punt, and now their second drive right here. Here's Williams trying to sweep it left side, gets the corner, plants his foot, turns it upfield, 45, and run down finally at the 47, maybe the 48.
Great read by Bryant as he watched Tyler Hartman driving his guy out, plants his foot, cuts up underneath of that, and be able to get a good run here before he's brought down by the Warriors' Joshua Bliss, the team's leading tackler.
That's a nice gain on first down. Now you've got second and short. Your playbook is wide open at 2nd and 3. You can probably do pretty much anything you want to do.
Well, and we talked about the first 5 minutes of the game, and to withstand that kickoff return fumble, and to be able to move the ball, it's got to give this Greyhound offense some confidence.
Bowman right, Carlson left. Instead, they give it on a delay to Williams, who takes it right up the gut off the left side. He's got another 3 yards up near midfield. Looks like they're going to be short of the first down by about a half yard, however. So we'll call it the 49.
Yeah, good hard run brought down by Mason Ward, the 5'9", 145-pound junior defensive back for the Warriors.
So 3rd down and 1. Greyhounds have to get it just into Warrior territory in order to move the chains. DJ Pugh comes into the ball game replacing Dengler, so you got to believe this is going to be some sort of run-pass option, probably scheming toward the run. Now DJ goes under center. He's just going to go forward and get pushed from behind by Williams and King, and he's got a first down to the Washington 47.
Good wedge blocking. All they did was go to their heavy set and went foot to foot, followed in those big guys up front for the Greyhounds, and we're talking again about some guys who are playing really well. We mentioned Isaac Wixom earlier with the fumble recovery. We talked about Julius Harris. We talked about Tyler Bailey and Weeks, the 6'3", 270-pound left tackle, and along with Jake Peterson, the only senior on this offensive line.
First down and 10 at the Washington 47-yard line. Dengler barks out the signals, gives it to King off the right side. Not much there as he's hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. So Trey King going to lose one, actually, as they spot it at the 48, so it'll be 2nd down and 11.
Just an inside stunt move by Nathan Harris, the 6'2", 225-pound senior for the Warriors. Just slanted in underneath Tyler and was able to come back in for the tackle.
Fast-paced first quarter, I should say. We're already at 3.5 minutes remaining. If you've missed any of this, you've missed some action. Muffed opening kickoff, a fumble in return for Washington, a punt, a turnover on downs, and now a drive by the Greyhounds. 2nd and 11, fake to Williams, pitch to King around the left side, plants his foot, 45, 40, 35, jitterbugs at the 30 and brought down at the 26. A gain of 23 and a first down for Trey King.
Brought down by Joshua Bliss again, but I got to tell you, they have worked hard on this option. The thing that Coach Shea talked about running downhill is exactly what Brock Dengler did. Made the defensive end have to commit. Nice little pitch. I would have, you can't say that when a kid's running, but it seemed like the outside left was a little bit more wide open than coming back into the middle. But good run by Trey King.
They spotted at the 27, so a gain of 21 and another first down, the 3rd of the drive for the Greyhounds. Dengler claps his hands, gets the snap, gives it to King. Wanted to go up the middle, cut it outside, and he's inside the 25 to about the 23, a gain of 4.
Yep, brought down by Harris and then again by Zeron Ross Carr, the 6'5", 165-pound defensive back for the Warriors. So nice drive that the Greyhounds have put together here, Scott.
I am somewhat enamored by the replay as well.
Okay.
I should just call it from the screen, but it seems like it would take something away. I'm not sitting in a big press box like at Soldier Field or at Gillette Stadium, or wherever those stupid Patriots play. 2nd down and 6 from the 23. Again, give to Williams around the left side this time. 20, 15, gets the edge, down to the 10, and he's finally going to be stood up, but he's got another first down for the Greyhounds. It'll be first down and goal to go at about the 9-yard line.
Riley Pankey on the stop for the Warriors, 6', 175-pound senior. Looked like Bryant was trying to make a decision if he was going to make a cut or to lower his shoulder, and I think he just took a little bit too much time. I think if he just rolls his shoulder into him, I think he's got a chance to get into the end zone here.
So it's first and goal just inside the 10.
Nice edge blocking by Tyler Hartman and Trey King.
Gain of 13, 60 yards on the drive, all on the ground, and it's eating up a lot of the clock. 1:52 remaining here in the first quarter. That's one of the keys to tonight's game. Don't let their skill positions have the football. Dengler, fake, give to Williams, up the middle, shakes out of one ankle tackle, and he gets inside the 5, down to the 3.
Sherman hanging on to his toe for the rest of the Warriors to get in on the tackle, or else he's in the end zone for 6. Great job again up front by those guys who are the offensive linemen for the Greyhounds. And 2nd and goal, get a chance to punch it in, and hopefully you can beat Tom Buckman to the punch here.
Maybe he's fallen asleep or got stuck in the mud like he did in week 3.
No, his truck's all the way up there. Time to make a boom, fellas.
2nd and goal, DJ Pugh in at quarterback now. Checks with KT Thompson behind him. Turns and gives it to KT, takes it off the left side, kind of feeling his way forward. Not the kind of running you're used to with KT. He's just a kind of a pounded inside, but he tried to work it outside this time and utilize his footwork, and now Greyhound is down on the field in the end zone.
And a flag on the play, too, and I'm going to think it's one of the it might have been KT on the return punch, but there is some extracurricular giving them the business in the pile.
Personal foul, Burlington.
Yep.
And that's the only one they saw. So that's always nice.
With 104 here, we'll get an indicator of who our injured Greyhound is in just a minute. Puts the ball back on the 12-yard line the 17-yard line for the Greyhounds. So looks like they're looking at his lower leg, somewhere around his right knee or ankle. So tough break for the Greyhounds. They were moving the ball so well. We haven't thrown the ball yet, so that's will we go play action here? That'll be an interesting call.
I didn't notice. Was it a dead ball foul?
Was a dead ball
So
foul.
it's a post play, so it's going to be 3rd down and goal now at the 17-yard line.
The sideline marker has not made that indication, so.
Well, at some point in time, don't you have to get to a place as a program? And I'm not talking coaches. I'm not talking players. I'm talking to everybody. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. You've got the ball inside the 5. I don't care if that guy called you every name in the book.
Right.
Don't throw a punch.
Right.
I'm sorry, but that's just self-inflicted, and now you got to try and get 17 yards on 1 down to score a touchdown.
Right. Or at least you got to come away with something here. You've had a good start. Still can't get the number of the player who's being helped off the field by Kyle Peterson and Scott Linebaugh. Again, thankful for our guys.
That's, I believe, Travis Thompson, number 62.
It looks like he's favoring that right knee.
Which I believe was the one he injured earlier in the season.
Right. So, you are correct. That is Travis. So now you have the added injury of having a brand-new center who hasn't taken snaps all year to come in. So that usually is Isaac Wixom, who moves over to the center spot, which brings in Gavin Billings, this 5'10", 170-pound junior guard for the Greyhounds.
So they walked it back from the 2, so somehow, some way, KT got the yard, but no down was lost.
And it wasn't a dead ball foul. So obviously during the play.
All right, so 2nd down and goal from the 17. Dengler back to pass. Swings it right side to Williams. Jitterbugs around one tackler, 15, and brought down at the 11. Had a little bit of running room, just couldn't get past the second level of 2 or 3 white shirts, and he got 6 yards back, but it'll be 3rd and goal from the 11.
Harris again on the tackle for the Warriors, coming back from this pursuit of the quarterback here. Got to love the turf. It really helps our guys to be able to get their feet in the ground and plant and get upfield. So the Warriors are not playing dirty. They are playing through the echo of the whistle. And so, again, we have to allow ourselves to keep our composure in situations where we feel like we might be getting roughed a little bit.
Gain of 5, 3rd down and goal from the 12. Dengler, play action fake. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket and sacked all the way back at the 25.
22, they just sent L.C. Tucker, the strong safety, the 5'10", 165-pound senior, on a stunt, and we didn't have enough guys to cover that because we were trying to get a 5-man route in. And so that loss takes us out of any field goal range, and it is not really a place to punt. So you don't have a lot of choices but to throw something into the end zone as we end the first quarter here down at Bracewell.
12 in the books, 36 to go. 4th and goal coming up from the Greyhounds from the 24-yard line when we come back. For Marilyn Miller Senior Family Field, no score, 1 quarter down on KBUR and KBUR.com.
Selects 10 golfers to the All-State team. Well, fans, each year the Iowa Coaches Association select 10 golfers to the All-State team. Players are chosen based on scoring throughout the season and at the state tournament. More will be announced later. That has
Got it about the 5.
I'm sure his coaches are going to let him know that if it's that close to the end zone on a 4th down, just knock it down so that you can get the ball back the point of the turnover. So, no points, back and forth, and here we go. Defense gets to get out on the field again. Really not as explosive of an offensive surge as I thought I'd see out of the Warriors. I don't know if they're just trying to feel anything out, if they're running on a script or what.
Henry Clymer under center this time. Gets us started. I formation set. Gives it to the second man through, and he's brought down from behind, and I believe that was Dwayne Hunt. Guess I could look at the monitor.
You're going to find out right now.
Well, Bob Engberg said Dwayne Hunt, gain of 4, up to the 28.
Before DJ Pugh runs him down from behind on a stop.
So 2nd down and 6 coming up for Cedar Rapids, Washington. No score, just underway, 2nd quarter. Here's a delay. Now play action fake, rolling right. Clymer has a man at the 30. Turns upfield, shakes a tackle at the 35, and brought down just across the 40 is Justin Sherman. Sherman with some nice effort after he made the catch, able to get up to the 42 for a gain of 14.
Yeah, until Dontarius Bowen stops him, ran over Trey King on a spin move, kind of a la your PlayStation Nintendo stuff on a, what is that, a truck stick? Is that
I believe that's what the kids call it, truck stick, yes. I don't know. I can't keep track of this new vernacular. Here's a give again off the left side to Hunt. And Hunt, not much there. He's able to get 2 or 3 up to the 44, but not much else doing as the Burlington defense pursued well. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Isaac Wixom really playing a good game early on, being able to outquick his man to the gap and then just being able to get a hold of the defender, really working hard to strip the ball as well.
2-by-1 formation, 2 left, 1 right. I formation set behind Clymer. Fakes to the first man, gives it to the second man. That's Hunt. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage immediately by Trey King. Or make that Carlo Martinez hail and drop for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage at the 41.
Yep, got a little help from Gage Webster. Gage is kind of suplexing as his tackle call. Instead of just running his feet and driving the guy to the ground, he ends up kind of hip tossing somebody.
If you smell what the Gage is cooking. That was way too close. I don't need to see spit fly from Zach Shea's mouth on the TV. Here's a deep ball down the left side. Clymer had a man inside the 25, in and out of the hands of Maxwell Bjornsson. Bjornsson with 28 catches, should have had 29, but instead on 4th and 11, Cedar Rapids, Washington will have to kick it away.
And, great job by Charlie Carlson coming over and trying to close out. But, again, you got a guy like Trey King who's playing corner and running back. You think that the Warriors would try to put a little more pressure on him by running him around the field a little bit more, targeting their wide receivers and Trey.
Sherman to punt it away, steps into it, end over end. Going to hit it the Greyhound 31 and take a Washington roll. Taken by King at the 23. Trey King working his way up the left side. Now goes around to the right side. Cuts between defenders. Up inside the 45 of Washington and brought down at the 38. A return from the 23 to the 38. That's 12 plus 27. A 39-yard return for Trey King.
2 great things there. I'm going to tell you, Trey King has some pretty good vision peripherally to be able to see and make that cut. And then second, great job Mason Fort on the non-block. He had a guy with his back to him, and he could have laid him out because he was wide open, but he knew better of that and just waited for him to spin and then made the great shield block so that Trey could get another 10 yards.
So 1st down and 10 Greyhounds from the Washington 38. Here's a sweep coming near side. That's Bryant Williams. Gets the corner, turns upfield, squares his shoulders to the 30 for a gain of 8.
Trey King, nice lead block there, and he just kind of boxed out Bliss there, who could have had a shot at him, and it wasn't another 4 or 5 yards downfield. So got something happening here again. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot.
9-10 and counting, second quarter, no score if you're just joining us. 2 turnovers, 1 for each team to begin the ball game, and now it's just been kind of a battle of field position. Washington's turned it over on downs. Play clock is at 9, and the play still hasn't gotten in. Now it has. Play clock at 5. The Greyhounds sprint to the line of scrimmage at 3, 2, 1, and now Zach Shea is going to take a timeout, thinking that we better go ahead and make sure we try and get this first down and not take a chance on rushing things.
Had a personnel package there. Trey King needed a breather, so they sent in Marshawn Bolden a little bit late, and he was talking to Brock Dengler, making sure they had to play right, and I think that's when Coach Shea decided he better get a timeout. Things are going well. I really enjoyed the way Coach Shea kind of came out, was positive, not upset about having to call one as the play clock came out. It's only your first of the half, and it's a good place to do it in, so you got a chance to dial up something that, again, a play action pass would really be good here. They got guys who are coming in. Even a second hard count would be good for us, just to kind of throw their defense off just a little bit.
2nd down and 2, coming out of the timeout for Burlington. And I got to believe, as I'm sitting here, I'm watching, you look across, and you mentioned it, 52 players for Cedar Rapids, Washington on the other sideline. Obviously more than Burlington's got on its sideline, but as you said, that is district-wide. That is their football program, all of them on that sideline.
That is
tonight.
9 through 12 in Cedar Rapids, Washington High School.
And you said in a school of, 1,800?
I'm thinking it's one of the larger schools in the
2nd and 2 at the 30. Here's King off the right side. Stutter steps, bring it back left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 27, but that's enough for another Burlington first down. The first of this drive, and if I do a quick count, I'll tell you how many they've got so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's their 5th.
Dobbs and Harris on the tackle for the Warriors. I got to tell you, if we can just stay engaged on the backside, Julius Harris kind of wandering around looking for someone to hit. I think if he stays engaged, I think Trey's got a few more yards added to his total.
Give him the 27-yard line, so first down and 10 at the Warrior 27. Kind of a elongated wishbone. Shotgun with, running backs either side of Brock Dengler, and he turns and he gives it to King once again. This time not a lot there as he's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped by a host of white shirts, led on the play by Marvin Hamilton.
Yeah, a little bit of a different line split here, Scott. They kind of got a little wider out, which allowed Hamilton to shoot the gap. Just a little bit too quick off the ball for Julius to be able to pick off. So I don't know if they're going to stay with this. It just seemed like that they went out to a 2-foot split instead of their traditional 1. Now they're back into their traditional 1-foot split.
2nd and 10. Option play again to King, again around the right side, trying to get the corner, being strung out. Nice pursuit by Washington, and they're going to hold him to no gain once again, maybe even a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and long upcoming for the Greyhounds.
But I'm going to call that a positive play. That's great pursuit by the Warriors, but a good pitch relationship. And Trey following the rules of option football to get the hash mark numbers, and then when you get to the sideline, you got to kind of lower your shoulder.
I'm going to give them a gain of 1 as they actually set the football down at the 26, so it'll be 3rd and 9. Coming up for the Greyhounds, trying to put some points on the board after seeing a drive get inside the 5 and a penalty cost them the last time they had the football. Here's a fake to Williams and a pitch to King, this time around the left side, and he's hit and driven back. He's going to lose one back to the 27, so they're playing yo-yo with the 26 and the 27. It'll be 4th and 10.
Riley Martin on the tackle for the Warriors, 5'9", 155-pound sophomore on the tackle. And what I'm seeing right now is that the Warrior defense is doing a really nice job of stringing things out, and I think if we could just swing our hips a little bit and plant and cut inside instead of trying to get up outside those numbers, I think we got a chance to break something off pretty quick. They did not need to go for 10 yards in the 3rd down, but now they're in a situation that they've got to throw something beyond the sticks.
Zach Shea is going to take another timeout as well as he lets the play clock run all the way down. The game clock's at 6:12 as time is delayed. So we're going to step away for half of this. He wants a minute. We'll take 30 seconds. No score, but the Greyhounds on the move, facing 4th and 10 when we come back on KBUR and KBUR.com. 4th down and 10 now at the Warrior 27. 2 right by 2 left. Dengler going to throw. Throws it deep down the near side. Wanted Blake Myers, but overshot him by a considerable amount. Got pressure right up the gut, did Dengler, and just had to get rid of the football.
Yeah, I think that's a misread by our receivers. I think they were thinking they were going to have press coverage, and really, if you looked over to the right side of the field, Scott, they're playing a deep cover 4, and Ryan Bowman was open around the numbers at the 20, which would have given the Greyhounds a first down. So just one of those, it's a miscommunication error when you're looking at a read-type offense, and so we've got to find a way to get the ball back and let our defense step up again.
1st down and 10 from the 27, and
Webster.
Somebody jumped for the Greyhounds.
Yeah,
and
Gage.
they're going to call an offsides penalty on Burlington.
Just nudged into the encroachment zone. They are actually playing off. Jim Krekel, the defensive line coach, has them playing off the ball a little bit because they get into that. The only way I can describe it is that Dallas Cowboy 3-point snap down set.
So 1st and 5 now at the 32. Clymer going to throw. Got pressure. Threw it. Good coverage on the far side by Ian Taylor. He wanted Zarin Ross Carr, but he had pressure coming from his left. I would dare say it's Gage Webster, but we'll find out on the replay right in front of us to our left by about 3 feet.
That was Gage, and I'm going to tell you.
No, that was Trey King that came off the right side of the defensive formation.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I know the Washington side is claiming pass interference, but if anything, it would have been pass interference on the Warriors because all Ian Taylor was doing was running stride for stride.
And also, that wasn't Trey King. That was CMH, Carlo Martinez-Hale.
We got it all mixed up.
From the right outside linebacker position. Here's Clymer on a misdirection. Gives it to Hunt. Dwayne Hunt around the left side. Plants his foot, turns it upfield. He's got a first down across the 40, 45, near midfield to the 49. That's a gain of 17.
Same play that they had success with early in the first quarter. Not sure why they haven't run a steady diet of that, but you had an interesting question off the air. You felt like the Warriors weren't having all-out energy on the field, and I don't know if that's overconfidence or, as you said, they packed it in.
High formation, 1st down and 10 from the Warrior 49. Gives it to the tailback. That's the first man, I should say the fullback. That's Justin Sherman, typically a wide receiver. Instead, he plays the up back in this high formation. A gain of 7 to the Greyhound 44.
Mason Fort and Carlo Martinez-Hale with the tackle. And you know what? That's the thing that they're having success with. And, we've been staying in that 3-4 because we've been able to get some pressure on our pass defense, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to hold up on this quick-hitting run game.
2-by-2 with Hunt just to the right of Clymer. Clymer's going to throw on 2nd and short. He's got a man, and that is Ross Carr. Makes the catch inside the 40 at the 39, brought down by Taylor and Carlson on the far side.
Well, now they're kind of getting into a rhythm, Scott, of their offense, and so we've got to find a way to bring some pressure, I would think, up the middle. We've been doing a good job with Carlo and Dartarius on the edge. I think we need to do something up the middle here to kind of break up that continuity. Both teams holding the ball for quite a while on the play clock. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed all night.
5 minutes remaining in the first half. Still no score. Trips to the right side with Ross Carr to the left side by his lonesome. Here's a turn and a give to Hunt. And Hunt hit behind the line of scrimmage. And that is, I can't tell without looking at the monitors.
That's Dontarius Bowens.
Dontarius coming from the left side all the way across the formation to drop Hunt back outside the 40.
And so the secret of this little extent that they're running on the edges is that when those guards and tackles pull in this counter action is that our faster guy can run down the tracks and get the running back from behind.
Clymer going to roll right on 2nd and 12, looking deep down the field. Now he's going to tuck it and get hit by Webster, and he fumbles the football.
Oh, get on
it's going to be followed on back in Warrior territory at the 45-yard line by Alex Zoo.
Alex will be very happy Wednesday in Hound Room when I see him because we always evaluate the week's game. And so we'll be able to say, Alex, great job on the fumble recovery. Great job by Webster on the tackle to cause the fumble. And now we gotta try to do something. Maybe now's the time for giving yourself an explosion play.
So a loss of 13, and the Grounds will take over with 4:12 remaining in the first half at the Warrior 46. Here's a give to King right up the gut, trying to push the pile forward. Gets to the 43 before he's brought down. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Great job of double teaming by Harris and Bailey on the front side there. I got to tell you that the linebackers for the Warriors, Novak and Bliss, and where else did we see? And then from time to time, Dobbs, they do a great job of filling when those gaps come open up. And we've got to find a way to get some misdirection. What I'd really love to see, and I don't know if they have it in the book, is when they run that option, just run that little pitch, flank or reverse as they're going one direction.
Carlson split wide to the left. Bowman split wide to the right. Dengler going to turn and give it to Marshawn Bolden. Hit at the line of scrimmage and behind the line of scrimmage, to be exact, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 46, a loss of 2.
Yeah, Simon Novak, 5'9", 215-pound senior defensive end, running the tracks as Julius Harris was pulling and was able to track down Bolden from behind.
So 3rd down and 10, 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter, no score. Both teams kind of just playing the field position game right now. Turnovers,
it's
2 for Washington, 1 for Burlington.
Each other out. I get that sense.
Very quick moving game because most of it's been on the ground. Dengler turns and gives it to King, tries the right side. Nothing there as he's brought down by at least 3 white shirts. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th and 10.
And what you're seeing right now is Cedar Rapids Washington's defense. They've got a 3-4 front, just the same as Burlington does, and they play their ends a little bit wider. We call it in a 9 technique or an outside shoulder technique, and then they're letting those defensive linebackers just time the snap, X-stun around in there, and it just gives our offensive linemen fits.
So now Cedar Rapids Washington wants to stop the clock, their first time out of the first half, and they stop it at 2:19 remaining in the first half of action. Again, no scoring. It's been a rather uneventful first half except for 3 turnovers. The muff on the opening kickoff, and then 2 turnovers by Cedar Rapids Washington, giving the ball to Burlington in pretty good field position both times.
Right, and the one thing that we haven't mentioned is the fact that Travis Thompson left earlier with a right knee injury, and the line stayed, the continuity of the offensive line has stayed intact, fairly strong here. Gavin Billings, really one of the lightest offensive linemen we have at 5'10", 170 pounds. Being able to hold his own, but yet as he's not had a lot of reps, they're putting in a lot of stunt packages over him, so that's got to cause a little confusion.
So CMH, Carlo Martinez-Hale going to come in and boot it away. Don't want to go for it on 4th and a long 9. So CMH from his own 41 to kick it away.
Washington putting pressure on this right side.
He gets it away, end over end, forward roll, hits at the 24 of Washington and bounces sideways down by Mason Fort at the 27. So that's an 18-yard kick for CMH.
Tell you, the coaching staff from Cedar Rapids, Washington, coming out and really congratulating Nathan Harris. So close, and Nathan was giving him the signal like I was this close to getting it. So we may have to kind of adjust what we do in our punt game, or else we may see something we don't want to see in a blocked punt.
Trips to the right side for Washington with 2:10 remaining in the first half. Clymer shouts out the signals, drops back to pass from the shotgun. Now he's going to tuck it and just run it right up the middle, 30, 35, and tripped up by Fort, short of the first down by about a yard.
Stops the clock to move the chains, but really we're playing in a soft zone coverage, and so we'll let them take their minute 59 to try to get down the field.
Why did the clock stop? It shouldn't. They're a yard short.
Oh, I thought it looked like the down marker had moved over.
So 2nd and 1 from the 36. Clymer swings it out right side. He's got a man across the 40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30. Finally run out of bounds by Charlie Carlson on the near side. That's Maxwell Bjornson with a big pickup on first down, moving the chains once again for Cedar Rapids, Washington.
Great job of edge blocking by the Warriors here, giving him Bjornson a chance to get down the sideline here. So we've got to do a better job. I was looking at the replay here. Unique formation. The inside receiver here in the strips, and there should be motion
they just
there.
Jumped. I was going to say, that's a legal procedure at the very least. Yeah.
And the other thing is, those 2 guys over there, hopefully somebody's communicating with the officials. they're in a trips and then a single wide receiver and their fourth man on that far left side. And Bjornsson would be an ineligible receiver because we got Ward, the 5'9", 145-pound junior flanker. They're both on the line of scrimmage, and so Bjornsson, the end man on the line of scrimmage, would be ineligible to catch a pass. And, of course, all that's for naught as they come into their I formation. Thank you.
I formation set, 2 left, 1 right. Pitch to the tailback, Jabari Dobbs, and Dobbs gets to the left side, plants his foot, turns it upfield, squares his shoulders. He's got the 15, down near the 10 before he's brought down by Ian Taylor, I believe, on the far side. They give him the 9, so a gain of 15, close to a first down.
Yeah, Bjornsson over there, a little hold on Trey King, and that's the beauty of watching replay, right, Green Bay Packers? That's the beauty of being able to watch it. And so now we really are in a world of hurt here as we got to tighten up here just before the half gets out.
Minute 26, now the clock starts. Or it should have. Maybe went out of bounds. Climber, play action fake, throws right, rolls right, has a man in the flat to the right side. And once again, that's Sherman, Justin Sherman with the catch and run inside the 5, down to the 3.
Nice little rollout. Let the back get leaked out, and Sherman able to get down to the 3-yard line, 2.5-yard line for the Warriors. So they've got all the time in the world here. No rush for anybody.
Inside of a minute remaining in the second quarter. No score, but Washington knocking on the door, and now Zach Shea, I believe, wants to take his final timeout here in the first half.
I know a lot of people are like, why are you taking your last timeout when the clock is running? Well, you've got to get your defense set. As Coach Shea was able to get to see what the formation that they were bringing onto the field was, now he gets a chance to stop the clock and dial up some defense here. And Scott, this is the other punch in the gut that you got to be careful about, because here you are, you've played this back and forth game, and all of a sudden they've had 3 big explosive plays, and now they're knocking on the door to get 6.
And they get the ball to start the second half.
A little bit like the New England Patriots. I think you might know that team from somewhere. Anyway.
Hate that team.
Well, you
hate that team.
You picked on me.
There are high school kids that have never known the Patriots stunk and actually went 1-15 in what, 1990?
Yeah.
I believe that's what it was.
Does that matter?
There are 25-year-olds that have never known that.
And the problem is?
It stinks for the rest of us.
All right, so here it is. Coach Shea's been dialing up something here. Got to try to bring some pressure. And, of course, the shortest distance between any 2 points is a straight line. So you got to find something to protect those A-gaps. But they've had their success running outside and off tackle. So a very difficult call here for the Greyhounds and how they're going to defend this. And they've got it. And Washington has one more timeout, Scott.
2 timeouts remaining for Washington. Dobbs deep. Probably going to get the football. He does off the left side, untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Cedar Rapids, Washington. And it's 6-0 with 49 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't decided to do this all night long. They've been kind of playing around with their offense. But I think come second half, Scott, I think you're going to see a steady diet of Mr. Dobbs running in between the tackles.
So we're going to try the first extra point of the night. Gavin Watson on the hold from Reed Ortiz. Kick is up and good. So with 49 seconds remaining in the half, Cedar Rapids, Washington strikes first. It's 7-0 Warriors. Back in 1 minute on KBUR and KBUR.com.
Well, fans, Burlington High School thanks Trinity Lutheran Church for allowing our football fans to use their parking lots for home football games. We ask that everyone using the lots on the west side of Central Avenue please respect the Trinity Lutheran Church property, clean any debris that might be left in your parking area, and please walk on the paved surfaces to and from the game. Trinity Lutheran Church provides a tremendous service to our fans. We want to leave their property as beautiful as it was prior to our use. Please thank the members of Trinity Lutheran Church for their dedicated support of Greyhound Athletics.
Gavin Watson gets us back underway as he boots it away. Going to be taken by Bryant Williams on the 13. Williams outside the far hash mark across the 20, 25, and run out of bounds just short of the 30 at about the 28, so a return of 15 yards for Mr. Williams.
Well, you know, you got a lot of different choices here as you get ready to end the second quarter here, Scott. You can just be conservative, hold the ball, run the ball out, maybe 1 or 2 plays, or give yourself a chance on a big play.
So first down and 10 Greyhounds with 44 seconds remaining in the half, trailing now 7-0 from their own 27. 5 plays, 73 yards, and $121. The big play was the 45-yard pitch and catch from Henry Clymer to Maxwell Bjornson. DJ Pugh in the ball game turns and fakes it to his tailback. He's going to keep it and finding enough running room to get up to 30, but he had to stutter step so much he ate about 10 seconds up trying to just get 3 yards.
Harris with the tackle for the Warriors, and I think that's probably going to do it for the Greyhounds here as they're watching the clock.
25 and counting. No rush. So evidently Zach Shea is saying we won't try and be heroes. The play clock's at 19, game clock at 15. We'll just go into the locker room trailing by a touchdown and put together a defensive scheme to keep them off the scoreboard on the initial drive of the second half. So that'll do it. We put 24 in the books. We got 24 to go. Cedar Rapids, Washington on a touchdown run with 49 seconds left in the first half by big number 34, Jabari Dobbs, leads the Burlington Greyhounds 7-0. Back in 2 minutes on KBR and KBR.com to start tonight's halftime show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The year was 1970. Apollo 13 safely returned to Earth. The Beatles broke up and a new band from London was formed. Tonight, the Marching Greyhounds presents a Queen extravaganza. Selects to be performed include Don't Stop Me Now, Bohemian Rhapsody, We Are the Champions, and Bicycle Race. Trumpet soloists this evening are Jaya Kent and Alex Elliott. The band is directed in the field by drum major Nicole Williams. Nicole, is the band ready? Band, take the field. 2019 marks a full decade since your 2009 boys cross country team competed and won the Class 4A state championship under the guidance of Coach Jim Hoffman and assistant coach Augie Escobedo. The roster includes 2008 individual state champion J.T. McCarthy, 2009 individual state champion Marshall Moyer, Ben Witt, Josh Bernard, Mark Foster, and Josh Otto. We recognize and thank these men for providing the Burlington High School with one of our proudest moments within the last decade. Congratulations, the 2009 boys cross-country team who won and competed in the Class 4A state championship. Congratulations. Here are your first half statistics for Cedar Rapids, Washington. 15 rushes for 58 yards, 8 pass attempts, 5 completions, no interceptions for 69 yards passing. Total first half offense for Washington, 127 yards. For your Greyhounds, 23 rushes for 73 yards, 3 pass attempts, 1 completion, no interceptions for 5 yards passing. Total Greyhound first half offense, 78 yards. Fans, good sportsmanship is a high priority at high school events. Burlington High School and the Southeast Conference support the Conduct Counts program, initiated by the Iowa High School Athletic Association and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Negative comments, chants, and acts directed toward athletes, coaches, fans, or officials are unacceptable in this educational environment. SEC guidelines also prohibit the use of artificial noisemakers of any kind in activities outside or inside the playing area. This includes air horns, whistles, bells, megaphones, or any other device. Those fans yelling profanities, taunting, or using artificial noisemakers will be ejected from this event. Be a good sport for your school and your community. Cheer for your team and not against the opposing team.
their home careers.
And it is not a sport where you can just have pickup padded football anymore. I mean, you can go pick up basketball. We've talked about this during my tenure. Softball games. You can even go pick up baseball games, all those things. But you are never going to don pads again just for a pickup football game. And so this has got to mean something to those seniors is correct.
Brian Velasquez gets us back underway. It's going to be taken on a couple of hops at the 20 on the far side by number 1 for Washington, and it's Mason Ward, and he's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26, a 6-yard return, and that's where the Warriors will start this drive.
Great job by Blake Myers and Charlie Carlson to not let that ball get any further by old Mason Ward. So here we go.
So first down and 10 from the 26-yard line for Cedar Rapids, Washington, leading 7-0. The Greyhounds last week faced a similar situation, and their defense bowed up and forced a 3-and-out on the first drive for West. We'll see what they do for Washington right here, and here's a give right at the middle on the first play of the second half from scrimmage. Dwayne Hunt with a carry right up the gut for 9 to the 35.
Yeah, Mason Ford came from behind to trip him up by the ankles, and this is what we talked about. They found some success late in the second quarter, and I told you, Scott, that this might be their mode of operation here for the rest of the game.
I formation, wide receivers either side. Clymer turns and hands it to Hunt again, and Hunt just buries his way forward to the 38, a gain of 3 and another, or I should say the initial first down of the second half for Cedar Rapids, Washington, number 6 in the game.
Much better defense by the Greyhounds there with Bowens on the tackle. A lot better charge by the defensive front to allow King and Bowens in on the tackle. We just can't let up an explosive play here anytime soon. No room for error.
Clymer play action one way, gives it to Hunt, coming the other way on a counter. Somebody lost a shoe, and Hunt has yardage across the 40 to the 41. It was one of the interior line. No, that was Clymer. Clymer lost his right shoe. No, that's number 60. Sorry. Noah Allen lost his right shoe.
Yeah, that is the center, 6 foot, 260-pound sophomore for the Warriors. That's going to be a nice addition for them for the next 2 years for the Warriors. So big second down here for the Greyhounds. Got to find a way to keep them here or push them back just a little bit.
Henry Clymer, 6'5", 180, again gives it to Hunt. And this time he's hit by the rear end of Carlo Martinez-Hale and helicoptered down behind the line of scrimmage at the 39, a loss of 1.
I got to tell you, Carlos did a nice job. He was getting blocked by Nathan Harris, who's a much bigger player, and Carlo just kind of spun out and kind of
stuck his butt out.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say kind of a leg whip. I don't. You never want to say you got butt tackled. That'd be kind of like the Sanchez butt fumble.
So I saw this on a professional game last week. I didn't realize you could tackle by tripping. You can't trip, though. If you're blocking, you can't trip, but you can tackle by tripping.
Yeah, that is a weird.
Here's a pitch to Hunt, trying to sweep it right side, cuts it up at the hash mark, and he's going to be hit and dropped just across the 40, and that'll bring up 4th and long, and it looks like Washington's going to go ahead and kick it away.
Well, I know they're giving Mason Fort the tackle, but I'm saying Alex Zoo and Trey King set up Mason to clean up the rest of that. So field the punt in the air cleanly, even if you have to fair catch this thing. Don't let that thing roll past the 20, Greyhounds.
Second punt of the night for Justin Sherman, awaiting the snap at his own 27, steps forward, boots it at the 30. Off the side of his foot, and it's going to go out of bounds inside the 40. We'll see where they mark it out.
Walking
and the far side officials walking it up to the 46, 47.
Not quite sure. Didn't set his foot down.
He's right between the 46 and the 47.
Oh, here he is.
And now the other far side official says, no, we're going to put it right here at the 43.
Mechanics are so hard. So
that's a 16-yard punt.
Yep, great job by the Greyhound defense, and now we get a chance to move the ball ourselves, try to get a chance to get some points here early in the third quarter, get some of that energy back that is so needed for us.
So first down and 10 at the 43-yard line for the Greyhounds. Dengler going to pitch it to Trey King. King coming right side. Gets the corner, but he's strung out well enough. He's only able to get a yard, maybe 2 if they give him the 45. I think they're going to spot him short of the 45.
You know, Strom at 6'2", 180 pounds is quite a challenge for the 5'10", 160-pound Ryan Bowman. They battled really hard, but Strom, who is so much taller, is able just to kind of see over that and shuck Ryan just at the end of the play.
2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line. Thompson back in the game for the Greyhounds. Here's the lateral to DJ Pugh. Throws it deep down the field. Had a man. Coverage convened. Bryant Williams couldn't become the defensive back, and it's picked off by Justin Sherman at the 22-yard line.
You know, you wanted to make an explosive play, and we talked about moving the ball through the air. That is an unfortunate break. I don't know if DJ really needed to throw that ball, especially with the pressure that he was facing. But a great play by Sherman, the deep safety, and able to get the pickoff, as now the Warriors have a chance to add some points onto their total. DJ Pugh pressured there by Joshua Bliss for the Warriors.
So nice play in coverage by Sherman. Gets the interception at his own 22-yard line, leading 7-0, 8:55 remaining third quarter. Washington has the football again. Clymer turns and hands it to Hunt. Hunt across the 20, 25, 30, gets the corner, run out of bounds on the far side at the 36-yard line.
Bryant Williams with the push out of bounds for the Greyhounds. Again, I'm not sure why they're coming out in trips and running some cute stuff. You got a chance to just hold on to the ball for the rest of the quarter and possibly get some more points on the board, because right now our energy level is down. You can kind of see us walking around dejected. We got to find a way to change the momentum for us.
1st and 10 at the 36. Clymer barks out the signals again, turns and gives it to Hunt. This time he's hit by CMH. And I want to say, is it Bowens? I wanted to say Gage Webster because he's always in on those.
Well, again,
but you're looking at the monitor. I'm trying to play it clean and look
I'm on the field.
Whatever, John, whatever.
What they're doing again is they're coming back to that X stunt on both ends now, where both ends, Alex Zoo and Gage Webster, slant to the outside and let CMH and Bowens come on inside, and they still haven't adjusted to that. And I think if the tackles just stay home, they're going to pick off some much smaller guys.
Clymer going to throw on 2nd and 9, has a man at the 45, falls forward across the 45. That's Trenton Strom. Strom with his first catch of the night, and that's a gain of 8, and it'll be 3rd and 1.
Good job by Williams on the initial stop, and with some help from Mason Fort. Huge 3rd and 1 for the Greyhounds here. My guess is they'll probably run Dobbs.
Hunt still in the ball game, tail the tandem behind Sherman. Tight formation at the line of scrimmage. Clymer just going to keep it himself. Buries forward, and I think he's got the first down if the spot is consistent with the far side official coming in from the sideline.
Got to be careful. Those are the most dangerous plays in football. I heard that quarterback's got – oh, wait a minute.
Well, the dumbest argument I heard about that was somebody said, that just proves how stupid Thursday night football is.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, it could have happened on a Sunday. Could have happened on a Monday night.
Fact.
Hey, it's a dislocated kneecap. It's not a muscle injury. There's no recovery with a bone. Here's Hunt again. Wanted to go up the middle. Cuts it left side. And there is the lasso and the throwdown by our cowboy, Gage Webster, for a loss back to the 45.
The long arm of the law. His right arm just seemed to continue to extend. Grab a piece of that jersey, start spinning do-si-do till Bowens comes around and finish it off the pile.
Yeah, I will say this. They are our neighbors now, and Gage is a bit of a good old country boy, so I bet he doesn't take offense if we call him a cowboy or something.
I'm sure there's a 10-gallon hat somewhere in the closet.
The way he ropes ball carriers makes him look like he could do well on the dirt in the ring. Here's a give to Hunt again, a hit by Bowens behind the line of scrimmage, and behind the chains, Cedar Rapids, Washington is an ordinary offense. They're just trying to move the football on the ground, but it's going to be 3rd and 12 with Bowens getting the pressure and dropping Hunt before he could get any steam going.
And, the thing is, they don't really want to give themselves into a position where they got to throw, even though that's what they do well. They're trying to hold on to a lead and chew some clock, but now they've got themselves in a position where they've got to throw.
3rd and 12 with the 45. Clymer's going to keep it on a designed quarterback draw, and he's got 4 maybe up to the 47 and nothing more. So that's a gain of actually 2. My number's off.
All
Math
right.
is hard, so it's 4th and 10.
Just want to know that we're recognized far and wide. Nationally known square dance caller Tom Manning texted us and said, "Do-si-do, am I a square dance caller now?" Tom, I'll give you a call when I'm ready to get some lessons.
Sherman back inside the 35 to punt it away again. Steps forward. End over end once again. Going to be taken by King at the 22. And he's going to be hit and dropped immediately as an official hits the deck.
Always to bring a cheer, but hey, we get the ball on the 20 because that's the initial point of initial. Oh, they're going to mark it at the 18. So I guess the initial catch doesn't make a difference. You're not trying to make a football move.
31-yard punt and a loss of 4 on the return.
Great job by the Greyhound defense. Now it's time for the offense to kind of pick up the defense here a little bit. Hey, we're on camera again.
Get me off the camera. That's my bad side. 5:31 remaining in the third quarter. 7-0 your score. Greyhounds football at their own 18-yard line. Here's the give on a counter play to Williams, who takes it off the left side. King came right. Williams went left, and he's got yardage across the 25 to the 26.
Yeah, good run brought down by Novak for the Warriors along with Bliss. And so a very good first down for the Greyhounds. And this is something we can continue to do for the entire 2 quarters if we want to. I mean, if we can continue to keep their offense off the field and find a way to get some points in from the red zone, this is a great plan of attack.
Second down and short. Good place to be. Dengler still in the shotgun. Claps his hands twice. Gives it on a delay to King, sweeping right side. Gets a block from Williams so he can get the corner. Now he cuts back inside across the 30. He's got a first down. The official's going to mark him at the 31, so a gain of 5. The ball comes out, but the ball had been whistled dead. A gain of 5, first down and 10 Greyhounds.
Man, really nice job of blocking all the way around. Guys are fighting. Nice job by King to cut and get the first down as needed.
4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 7-0, Washington on top. The Warriors scored with 49 seconds remaining before halftime. The Greyhound defense has come out and done its job here in the first couple of opportunities against the Washington offense to keep it right here. Now it's the offense's job to get this game tied. Here's a pitch to Williams, left side, cuts it upfield, the left hash, and now he's kind of tiptoeing and finding his way up to the 35 before he is thrown down, Gage Webster style, I believe, by Riley Pankey on the far side.
Yeah, we're really not a bad job on the edge. We get that. We see inside. I think if he just stays inside, I think, again, he has an alley to run. Just kind of when you run that option, you're trying to find that one extra seam. Not running as authoritatively as he did the last 2 weeks, Scott.
Greyhounds moving from left to right on your radio dial. That is from north to south in their home black unis. Wonderful night for football. Windy around Bracewell, but no wind getting down on the turf. Here's another give on a misdirection counter to Williams, and this time nobody's fooled on the interior of the Washington defense. No gain. It'll be third down and 6.
Just an update. Travis Thompson back in for the Greyhounds at center.
I covered that about a series ago.
Did you mention that already? Did you let me know?
Well, if you were listening. Yeah,
I wasn't. I rarely pay attention to you.
Yeah, I said Travis Thompson back in the ballgame at center for the Greyhounds.
Okay, but did you also mention that Isaac Wixom went over to guard?
No, I don't notice that stuff.
Oh,
I just notice, guys that, are taken off the field with assistance and then get back in. But, yeah, I mentioned it. Why don't you listen? Learn to listen. Listen to learn. Dengler going to throw on 3rd and 5. He's got a man in the slot between the seams. That's Bryant Williams into Cedar Rapids, Washington territory to the 45. That's a gain of 20 on 3rd down and 6.
Great call, great pitch and catch. Those are the simple things. That's not a very tough ball. That's a tough ball to catch, and to catch it in stride. Brock did a nice job of leading him and a great job of hanging on to the ball as Warriors are trying to strip the ball. And a great first down for the Greyhounds.
2.5 minutes remaining in the third. Greyhounds on the move. Started this drive at their own 18-yard line, now at the Warrior 45. Bowman to the right. Carlson to the left. Dengler going to pitch it to King. Cuts it upfield. He had a lane that closed down very quickly. Gets to the 42 for a gain of 3.
But that's the way Novak on the tackle. But that's what we need to do on that option. You've got a little alley that you just got to put your shoulders down and you got to run through and get as much as you can. Great job of decision-making by Dengler early to get rid of the ball.
Actually spotted at the 43, so give him 2 if you're keeping track of stats at home. Do you think anybody does that? Baseball announcers always say if you're scoring at home. You know anybody that sits at home and scores off the radio?
I am not one of the people who do, so I don't know who would.
That's not even something I would do. Dengler turns and gives it to Williams on 2nd and 8. And he's got yardage inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be 3rd and 4 after the gain of 4.
Called his name a lot tonight, and Simon Novak again on the tackle for the Warriors, but really nice job up front by the Greyhounds. And this is a very manageable first down. You don't need to get them all here, especially as you're ending the 3rd quarter. You don't need to get all of them. It would be nice, but you don't have to do it. Would love to see that little alley pass again. That'd be nice.
Counting down to inside of a minute once this play is snapped. 3rd down and 4 from the Warrior 39-yard line. 2-by-2 formation, 2 right, 2 left. Play clock at 1 as the ball is snapped. Dengler throws down the middle. Double coverage broken up, intended for Trey King. And number 20 and
Garrett Watson.
Number 6.
Collided very
Riley Martin and Garrett Watson were the 2 Warriors on coverage.
Enthusiastically, and they hit each other so hard that Williams didn't feel the brunt of all that. So CMH on the field, the punt for the Greyhounds, trying to flip the field a little bit. Do not be surprised. Zach Shea is not opposed to a fake punt.
So Carlo Martinez-Hale to kick it away to Justin Sherman, waiting back at his own 10. CMH from his own 48. Bad snap recovered. End over end, kind of a sidewinder, fair caught, and in and out of the hands of Sherman right into the awaiting hands of DJ Pugh.
Yes.
A case could be made that Pugh didn't give him room to make the catch, but nonetheless, no flag. It hit Sherman in the breadbasket, bounced right into the hands of DJ Pugh, who was right in front of him.
The beauty is there is no halo rule.
Well, there you go. So a kick down to the 14-yard line, a 25-yard punt, and a 25-yard gain in possession as DJ Pugh, Johnny on the spot. So make it 1st down and 10 Greyhounds at the 14-yard line, and they're in business with 36 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here's Williams going to try and sweep it left side. Evades 1 tackler. Can't evade a second. Is from behind. He's brought down by Carter Bell.
Man, just by the tips of his toes was he brought down. Trying to get a ball off quick and just barely get. No, that's number 8, Scott. That's
wasn't that an
Thurman,
8, not
and
a
it
2?
was his right foot. You just remember that tripping thing we talked about earlier? That was a tripping for the tackle.
Well, I'll be.
So look at you, Johnny on the spot with the call.
Well, and I don't, first of all, I was still stung by the fact that you corrected me. There is no halo rule, and then you just stopped. I mean, there was no
I was
further.
excited.
Yeah, but there was. I mean, it's like, okay, dummy, there's no halo rule.
Listen.
Oh, hey, Travis Thompson's back in the game. Back in 1 minute on KBR and KBR.com. Well, I didn't say it coming out of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4 fingers in the air. The 4th quarter is upon us. 7-0. Washington on top of Burlington. 2nd down and 12 Greyhounds from the Warrior 16-yard line. Dangler on second down, going to pitch it to Trey King. Tries to cut it upfield as he was forced back outside the 20. Able to get back inside the 20 to the 17, but that's a loss of 1 for Trey King, and it'll be 3rd and 13.
Bliss again for the Warriors on the tackle. Tough. This is not something we're very good at here, or historically have been very good at here. 3rd and behind the chains. I'm not sure what they have to dial up here, Scott. We have yet to see a screen again. We've not, again, the little alley pass, the 4 verticals would be nice. We've run that twice with 50% success, so be interesting to see what the offense is dialed up here.
3rd down and 13 from the 17. Going to run a reverse. Pitch it coming near side. Is that King? No, that's CMH, and he's going to be thrown down at the 16. A gain of 1 by Carlo Martinez-Hale. It'll be 4th and 12, I should say.
A little fumble on the pitch there, and I think if CMH just continues to stay outside, I think he's got a chance. It's the play that I had asked earlier on the game. We run the option with the little flanker reverse, but now you've got a very difficult 4th and 12 here for the Greyhounds. I'm not sure they've run a flood route to the top part of the field, and Ryan Bowen was open, so I'm not sure if they're going to wait to call timeout and try to dial something up.
And I got to ask you, so much was talked about with regard to this offensive line coming into the season. Its side, its aggression, its ability to protect. This is a play, you've got to put it in the air, you got to believe. So don't you challenge your offensive line right now to bow up and give Dangler enough time to not get happy feet and give yourself an opportunity to at least get it to the end zone and take your chances?
Fact. And then the other thing they got to do is they probably should keep one more guy in just to help, because they're going to send guys. That's going to be a certainty too. They're going to try to send somebody. We have younger outside receivers in Bowman and where's my guy? Come on now.
You got Blake Myers.
Yeah, I was trying to think of Blake. And Charlie's your oldest guy, but he's really your safety who comes in to really block because of his age and his strength. And so, they're going to press somewhere on the edges here. And here's Blake at one side. And
Myers to the left. You got Bowman to the right in the slot. Now Bowman's going to come to the left side. Now he's going to go back to the right side, be in the slot. Carlo Martinez-Hale wide to the right side, and nobody knows what they're doing. Coming out of the timeout. Nobody has any idea where they're supposed to be. Fortunately, the play clock's at 17.
They want to go bunch here. I see what they're trying to do.
Trips to the right side. Dangler going to throw. Gets time. Has a man on a slant inside the 5. Did I see a late flag come in? I hope not, because that's a completed pass down to the 1 to Bryant Williams.
The white hat signaled touchdown.
Or no, that's Trey King. I'm sorry.
They signaled touchdown, but here they go. They're going to run up and try to get – snap it.
Gain down to the 1. Brock Dangler under center, and now Cedar Rapids, Washington's going to get a timeout. That's a gain of 15 on the play. We got distracted by all the extra action, but it's 1st and goal inside the 1.
Coach Shea very excited. He wanted to get that ball snapped and get the penalty.
Excited, angry, or both? Yes, fact.
Fact is
well, and his elbow's down where the ball is spotted. You can look at the replay. You can't at home, but we can. His left elbow that's carrying the football is down in the green, not the gray, so that's a correct spot.
So what a great concept. Just a double wheel route out of the bunch set, and they hit the inside wheel because the corner and the safety went with the outside wheel, and a great pitch and catch for the Greyhounds. Again, able to get into the middle of that zone defense for the Warriors, and now this is where the big challenge is to your big boys up front. I'm going to imagine DJ Pugh coming in. I haven't even looked at where people are coming in, but yep, there's DJ.
DJ, Trey, Bryant, Carlo Martinez-Hale, Ryan Bowman. Those are your skill position players right now. DJ Pugh under center.
I would think there'd be a little helping here from the offensive backfield.
Snap, sneak into the end zone. Yes, no. Give us a signal. No signal. So he must have been stopped short. We say touchdown, but the officials don't agree. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The nose of the football cannot be any closer to the white stripe of the goal line than it is right now, according to the replay here, Scott.
Tom Buckman on the far hill has an itchy trigger finger. 7-0, 9:55 and counting, fourth quarter. Greyhounds trailing, trying to punch it in and tie. DJ Pugh once again trying to force his way into the end zone.
Yes,
Touchdown, Greyhounds!
DJ Pugh got stood up right up in front over the center. Travis Thompson had 3 guys, the nose tackle and the 2 inside linebackers, and DJ made the first charge and then was able to slide over the left guard, Isaac Wixom, and they were able to get in for 2. So now, or in for 6, and now the ever important extra points.
And here comes Brian Velasquez on the hold by Ryan Bowman. Bowman going to put the ball down on the tee at the 10. 9:46 remaining, 7-6. This will tie it. Good snap, good hold, kick good as well. 9:46 remaining, fourth quarter. We got a new ball game. 7-7 back in 1 minute on KBUR and KBUR.com.
Lions kicked a lot better here. Merrill Miller Senior Family Field. So depending on how you want to do it, it's either a 6-play, 14-yard touchdown drive after the muff, or if you count the muffed punt, 15 plays, 72 yards in 7 minutes and 45 seconds. And I got to tell you, really good momentum and attitude changer for the Greyhounds, and let's see how the Warriors respond.
Kickoff picked up and responded to by Riley Pankey. Got it on his own 25, and he works his way out across the 45 to about the 48. So it's a return of 23 yards and a nice starting field position for Cedar Rapids, Washington.
And I got to tell you, that's probably Brian Velasquez's first assist tackle ever in his life. So congratulations on the PAT and the assist.
So Cedar Rapids, Washington, first down and 10 from its own 48. Clymer going to pitch it to Jabari Dobbs. Dobbs gets the corner, Jabari Dobbs gets the corner, gets near a first down into Burlington territory inside the 45.
Pugh on the tackle from a safety spot, and we're so used to crashing into the C gap from the outside linebacker position that the Warrior coaching staff has just decided to toss the ball outside till we can play a little bit more vertical on the edge.
First and 10 at the Greyhound 40. Clymer under center. Turns and gives it to his tailback. That's Dobbs again. Dobbs right up the gut. 35, nothing more. Actually, they give him the 36 forward. Now they go back to the 35. So a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Things getting a little chippy on the inside. Charles Hayek, the 6'3", 215-pound junior offensive lineman, with a little bit of extra, and the officials have to settle him down, let him know that that is not going to be accepted.
2-by-1 formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. I formation set. Pitch to Dobbs, coming right side. Gets a block to get the corner. Being pursued and finally brought down on the near side by Bryant Williams, but not before he gets a first down to the 29.
Coach Shea is telling Bowens that he can't go to the edge. He's got to go more vertical. He's being complained he's held, and you can tell by his shoulder pads coming out of the top of his jersey.
So first down and 10 for Washington, trying to respond to the Greyhound touchdown. We're tied at 7. 8:40 remaining in the fourth. Clymer again just turns and hands it to Dobbs, and this time Trey King able to come from the right side of the formation. Now that's Carlo Martinez-Hill. Their skin tone is very similar, so I get them mixed up. CMH with the tackle after a gain of 1 to the 28.
And, this works when you're running inside to have your linebackers crashing like this. But the last 2 plays or the plays before that with those little tosses, you get caught on the inside if you're not being a little more disciplined in terms of your pursuit.
2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line. Pitch to Dobbs. This time tries the left side, gets the corner, hops into the arms of Charlie Carlson, who brings him down at the 21, a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Again, it's one of the they're gonna continue to play inside outside, and we've got to find a way with our outside linebackers not to be pinching inside. We've got to let our inside backers take that dive and off tackle play.
2 right, 1 left. I formation again for Washington. 3rd and 2 from the 21. Dobbs gets it, and he's got a first down inside the 20.
Fort and Webster on the stop for the Greyhounds. Scott, it's the first 2 yards or less gain that the Warriors have had this entire drive.
Just a gain of 3, John.
We haven't run. We haven't run an X stunt here on the edge.
That was a gain of 3. You said it was a 2 or fewer yard gain. That was a gain of 3.
Okay, but
John.
3 or fewer. You know what I was talking about, Scott.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You got it wrong. Admit it. Listen to learn. 1st and 10 from the 18. Here's a pitch to Dobbs again, trying the left side of the field, which is the left, or I should say the short side of the field. Brought down at the 10-yard line, spun down and helicoptered by a couple of Greyhounds.
You know what I find entertaining here is all of the extracurriculars that both of these 1-6 teams are doing. Guys are blocking hard, and then when somebody gets thrown down, they all look at the official like, hey, this should be a penalty.
6:40 remaining in the 4th. Dobbs again. Pitch left. Corner again, but tripped up. Falls forward for a first down, but I think he was hit by Webster, so he couldn't get further up the field. It's going to be a 1st and goal at the 6.
That time, a much better job by the outside linebackers to make him plant his foot, turn inside, so that he could get a little help with pursuit.
And that was Mason Ford on the tackle. Well, okay, Fort went low, Taylor went high. So gain of 3 will bring up 1st down and goal at the 7. Hey, let's give it to a different guy. That's Hunt. He's just going to waltz into the end zone. Wanted to go up the middle, cut it outside, and just ran an angle toward the far pylon into the end zone. And it's a 7-yard touchdown run to make it 13-7.
And all that was is that we've talked about how the linebackers got to get outside, and he does. And then the offensive line for the Warriors does a nice job of crashing everybody else down inside. Hunt able to step inside of that block and go for 6.
So on to try a second extra point of the night is the kicker, Gavin Watson, and he splits the uprights. So with 6:14 remaining in the ballgame, Washington responds to the Burlington touchdown and says, I will call that and see you a touchdown ourselves. 14-7 back in 1 minute on KBUR and KBUR.com. Gavin Watson has the ball back up on the tee, and we're ready to get back underway. The Greyhounds now trailing by a touchdown once again. Watson's boot takes it down to the 17-yard line. Bryant Williams from the 17, far hash, bringing it near side, trying to find his way up the field. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Brought down from behind because he had to avoid Watson. The kicker had to reverse direction, but a nice return from the 13 Or from where? Let's see on the replay. Where did he get it? He got it at the 17.
Great job. And for those of you who are at home who can't see it, Washington puts all 11 players inside of the right hash to the left boundary, so you have all of this open room on the left side of the field, and the Greyhound coaching staff did a nice job of setting up this left side return, and Brian fouled his blockers, and now we're in business as we have to try to eat up 6 minutes and 4 seconds and score.
40-yard kick return by Bryant Williams gives the Greyhounds the football. 1st and 10 at the Warrior 43. Here's Williams on first down, spun down at the 41 for a gain of 2. Just kind of lost his footing and got tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. Lucky to get 2 on that.
Our first call of the night for Tony Westmoreland, the 5'10", 255-pound junior on the tackle. Dangler comes out along with Williams, and comes Pugh along with Bolden, and KT Thompson is back in the game.
So 2nd down and 8 at the 41, and right now, John, you're saying we got to score, but you also want to run as much of the clock down as you can. 2nd and 8 from the 41. Give to the second man through. That's KT Thompson, who hasn't been in this second half, at least offensively, and he's got yardage to the 35, just pushing it forward for a gain of 6.
Something to be said for a fresh set of legs. Thurman on the tackle for the Warriors. This seems to be their power offense.
They're actually going to give him 5 as they spot it at the 36.
Good job of the Greyhounds just taking their time holding the clock as they're looking for a play to come on in, and DJ gets the play.
Play clock at 14 and counting. Game clock at 4:50. Give KT once again off the left side. Not much there. He's going to be a yard short of the first down.
Just power football. It's just really pistol power eye, and KT fouls Marchand and Tyler Hartman till they can find some work. And, of course, we've called his name a lot. Thurman on the tackle for the Warriors.
Big play for the Greyhounds. 4th down and 1. 2 timeouts remaining for both teams, so you really don't want to give the ball back to Washington if you can help it. 4:15 and counting. 4th and 1. You need 3 feet to keep this clock moving and the drive alive. DJ Pugh behind center turns and gives it to KT. Just buries his head forward down to the 31. Tripped up, a gain of 3. But more importantly, a first down for the Greyhounds.
Just double lead power football. Mason Hartman comes in and does his job on the offensive side, just plowing into the linebackers for the Warriors. Novak, and allows Thompson to pick up the first down for the Greyhounds. No rush at all. We have plenty of time with timeouts and the ball.
Bowman split wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Carlson to the bottom of your screen to the left. DJ Pugh going to keep it. Wanted to give it to one of his men to his left behind him, but decided to keep it on the run-pass option to the 30 for a gain of 2.
Yep, we can't be, again, this is part of our youth problem, is we can't be standing and watching. We've got to be able to get engaged, and getting caught up in that is sophomore Jackson Carlson, just kind of watching what was going on.
2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard pickup down to the 30. Game clock at 3:10, play clock at 12. Pugh barks out the signals 3 yards behind the center.
Yes,
and
sir.
Washington jumped.
Big jump.
Jamar Thurman got a little too antsy, and that's going to give the Greyhounds 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
You know, this is the first time in a long time, Scott, in a lot of games that we've had breaks go our way with the muff punt. Now this timely offsides by the defense of the Warriors. So a really good manageable 2nd down here. Don't need to get them all on this play.
Clock stopped at 2:59. It will start with the snap. 2nd and 3 from the 25. Pugh turns and hands to KT. KT just pushing the pile forward. A lot of inside runs tonight for the Greyhounds. He's got 2 down to the 23. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
You know, eventually you may think about popping something outside, but KT giving us a lot of good runs here. Giving us an opportunity here to punch this thing here before we get out of it.
2:30 and counting. 14-7, Washington on top. The Greyhounds 3rd and 1 from the Washington 23. Pugh turns and hands off to Williams, this time off the right side, and Bryant Williams with a nice little push of the pile down to the 16-yard line, and another Greyhound first down.
Yeah. Keep moving the chains, keep eating the clock. This wears down the defense.
2:14 and counting as the chains are spotted on the far sideline.
Again,
2:10. Pugh turns and hands to Williams again. Nothing there as he's hit at the line of scrimmage, both high and low. Got one. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 15.
Got some guys that are, on the edge here. We can't be standing and watching. If you slip off your block on an X stunt, you got to keep finding some red hats to get your hands on.
Yes, you can't be dancing. You got to be pushing forward. You can't just dance with your partner. You got to clear some space. This is where the offensive line has to start to assert its will. If you're big and you're bad, as we heard you were, push this team into the end zone. DJ Pugh, 2nd and 9, 1.5 remaining. Pugh on the play action fake, rolls left. He's got the 10. He's got a first down to about the 6, maybe the 5.
Plenty of time, I'm telling you. Hold on to the clock. Don't give the Warriors any more time than they absolutely have to. Nice job. I talked about Charlie Carlson earlier, standing and watching, does a nice job on Pankey on the edge here to allow for a couple more yards to the 5.
1st and goal at the 6. Clock at 1:12 and counting. DJ barks out the signals. Turns and hands to Bryant Williams. Tries the left side. Pushes the pile forward. Now it's coming back toward the line of scrimmage. But Bryant's got yardage down to the 3, a gain of 3. Clock at 58, inside of 1 minute remaining.
Move your feet, close your splits down if nothing else, and just wedge this thing in.
14-7, Washington on top. The Greyhounds 3 yards away from pulling to within 1. Play clock at 20. Game clock at 40. DJ Pugh 3 yards behind the center, barking out the signals. Pugh gets the snap, turns and hands it to KT Thompson, who runs into a brick wall. He may get a yard if he falls forward, and Zach Shea is going to take a timeout. This is reminiscent of the articles I'm reading about from the 40s. Give the ball, pound it forward, see if the pile will move.
Well, you haven't been real successful throwing the ball through the year. I mean, you've been average, and we're 66% tonight, I think, on our throws, and we're in a place where there's not a lot of room to throw the ball, and we've run the ball well, so there's no need to do that. You got at least 3 plays left in this game here, and we just, again, if I'm on the other side as the Washington defensive staff, I'm going to put a spy on DJ Pugh on both sides so that he can't keep it and sneak away. So, what do? Do you do a play action and throw something in the corner? You got an athletic guy like Carlo Martinez-Hale who can do that. You've got some taller guys, Blake Myers, who can go up and get it. Jackson Carlson's not afraid to go up and mix things up. We know Ryan Bowman can catch it, so those things are in. But you've got your best runner right now in Trey King with 2 blockers in Hartman and Ford.
3rd and goal. Pitch to King, trying to come left side, cuts it up at the hash. Going to be short of the touchdown, just by about the nose of the football. It'll be 4th and less than a yard, and now they're going to just sprint to the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds. Clock is stopped. 14, 13, 12. DJ Pugh going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds!
Kick it. Get yourself into overtime.
A 1-yard touchdown run by DJ Pugh, and it's 14-13 with 8 seconds remaining on the clock. Brian Velasquez in to tie it up with the extra point, but first, a Greyhound is on the ground in the end zone.
Not sure who it is, but really a great series, probably the best series of the year by the Greyhounds, both on the field and in the coach's box too. A lot of people calling for a lot of different plays in the stand, and always easy when all you do is pay your ticket price to get in. But these guys have done a nice job of holding the clock all the way down to the last 8 seconds of the game. allowed themselves to get in the end zone for 6 and now are a kick away from getting themselves into an overtime situation.
So as they attend to the injured Greyhound, it's hard to see who it was.
Yep.
And coming off the field, is that DJ?
I cannot.
That might be, no, that, where's a KT? It's a 2 or a 3, I believe. It's a 3, so that's DJ Pugh.
And I don't think it's real serious. What I saw is a helmet and an elbow land on the thigh and the calf of DJ as he was going in. So that hurts us defensively.
Brian Velasquez going to try the extra point. The snap by Isaac Wixom. The hold by Ryan Bowman. To tie it up at 14. Snap is good. Spot is good. Kick is good. But there are, did I hear whistles?
I did hear whistles.
I thought I heard whistles, but nonetheless, the PAT is good. We're going to step away for a minute. We're going to try and get to overtime. It's 14 up, 14 down. Back in 1 minute on KBR and KBR.com. We got a tie ball game here in the house, folks. Brian Velasquez on the tee, 8 seconds remaining in the ball game, or at least in regulation. You cannot kick this deep. Velasquez with the approach and a little pooch kick, and he's going to let it be caught at the 18 by Mason Ward.
Huge.
Ward on the near side, trying to go around the left side, working it across the field. He gets up to the 31, a return of about 13 yards. But Washington will have one play to try and get the ball down the field. So from the 40 to the 18, a 13-yard return out to the 31-yard line.
Cedar Rapids, Washington burns its last timeout. I would have to think we are in some sort of super prevent. But
is there such a thing?
You know, these are always the scariest things. So, Coach Shea dialing up something on the board in terms of coverage. We have to make sure we stay outside in on our pass rush, let our nose tackle crush the pocket from the inside, and then just play and keep everybody in front of you and make sure of the tackle. And I would even tell you that if there's a chance to pick it off, knock it down. Don't tip it. Don't try to grab it. Just spike it to the ground.
Don't try and be a hero.
Make your play.
I'm efforting to find out when the last, being very hopeful and optimistic that we go to overtime, when the last time the Greyhounds played an overtime game was. I can tell you that they are 3-10 all time, but we're going to make it 4-10 if we're able to get that far tonight. I can just feel it.
I would love to see Charlie Carlson come all the way over here onto the near hash, play at about the 40, because there's about, maybe almost 2 feet of height difference between our defenders and their receivers right now. They're rolling out. I'm just going to tell you, Trenton Strom, 6'2", 180. Justin Mason, no, that's not who's out there right now. They have Zarin Ross Carr, 6'5", and I'm trying to think who their last guy that was out there. Where'd he go? Where'd he go for me, Scott?
Who are you looking for? What number?
They brought in Thurman, their defensive end, who's 6'3", against, just to kind of give you some matchups, Trey King at 5'10", Dontarius 5'10", Bryant Williams 5'8", and then Charlie goes at a whopping 6 foot at the safety spot. So, and now they come out with Carter Bell 5'10", Strom 6'2", and Zeron Ross Carr at 6'5". So you know there's some sort of jump ball situation. I'd still move Charlie over here onto the left hash. Got Blake Myers in the middle, and I can't see who's on that right side.
Clymer back to pass, flushed up in the pocket, throws deep down the middle. He's got a man, but out of bounds on the far sideline. Are they going to say he made the catch? Carter Bell made the catch, but it doesn't matter as he's run out of bounds at the 30. So call it a gain of 49 yards, but oh well, make that 39 yards because we're going to overtime. We're going to step away for 1 minute. When we come back, we'll start the OT period. We'll tell you how the OT works in just a second on KBUR and KBUR.com. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. I'm trying to find out.
Jordan Webb, our head track coach, was a junior, and we were playing Davenport Central up at Davenport Central.
So Davenport West has won the toss. They will defer, which means they will play defense to start. Here's how it works.
They're going to be down at the south end.
It is like college overtime in that it is basically a home and a visitor's baseball type of setup where both teams get the football. Instead of the 25, however, the Greyhounds will now start this drive at the 10. So it's essentially first and goal at the 10, and you score or you don't. And you always want to play defense first. They will then alternate if they should go to a second overtime.
Now, the only change that maybe people may not know is that I believe it's after 3 overtimes, you will have to go for 2.
So that's like college.
Yep, that is the college rule. But again, there is no first downs. You have to score either by field goal or by touchdown, and then you'll have your choice of either going for 2 or going for 1. And that is why most teams choose to go on defense first.
So first down and goal from the 10 for the Greyhound offense that I would think you want to be on defense, but if you had to go on offense first, it would be a momentum builder that you just scored to force overtime.
Well, it really lets you get a breath of fresh air because then even if you score, you get another chance.
Dingler at quarterback, claps his hands, gives the ball to Trey King. King feeling his way right side down to the 5. It'll be second and goal.
A very good first down play because now you have a lot of plays in your basket that you can call in from. And I'm telling you that we've been pounding on their defense so hard that Simon Novak is struggling getting up. So I wouldn't waste a whole lot of time in the huddle. I'd get in and get out and force the issue with their defense.
Bowman right, Myers left. King and Williams flanking Dingler. Give to Williams, wants the left side, turns the corner, but dragged down from behind at the 4. Gain of 1, it'll be 3rd and goal.
They've done a great job on that stretch zone read, and I'm going to tell you that one of the most impressive guys has been Jamar Thurman at 6'3", 215 pounds, coming from the far side of the field to track down Williams, who is a fast player himself. Makes it very difficult. So now you're sitting at a 3rd and 4, 3rd and goal.
And BHS is taking a timeout. Each team gets 1 timeout in the overtime period. They do not carry over.
No, they do not.
Did you not get the email, John
I
Flaherty?
have not gotten the email yet.
That's killing me. That's killing all this technology, and we can't get you an email.
And I'm holding it out the window because that's what I was told to do when you can't get signal power. So I've just been thankful that I've been able to tweet all night for those who are not able to catch us on the air or be here at the game. So this would be, Scott, another great play here that hasn't been drawn again is that double wheel route out of the bunch formation. So you've got that. We've had the seam passes that have worked. This is not a place where you want to do reverses and a lot of cute plays. Again, you've got to go in a straight line and get somewhere. So now they're in the bunch set here on the bottom of the field.
3rd down and goal from the 4. Dengler going to throw. Pressured from the left side into the end zone. That's going to be a pass interference intended for King, and King got pulled down from behind.
Yeah, Josh Bliss he knew he was beat on the wheel route, so he just grabbed the back of King's jersey, and it took him a little while to get it out, but it is going to give us another 4 downs at half the distance to the goal line. So we are in great shape.
Take it to the 2. It'll be 1st and goal at the 2.
So, Scott, we said this earlier when we scored on DJ's quarterback plunge that we needed to do the same thing right here, right now, kind of get foot to foot and just drive some people.
Grounds have chosen to put the ball on the left hash, so it'll be 1st down and goal at the 2. The wide side of the field is to the right of Brock Dengler and the offense. In comes Mason Fort with the play, as does...
You're going to go big, so out comes
Tyler Hartman,
King.
And out comes King, yes.
So you're going to go with your big with Hartman and Fort, and obviously somebody's just going to try to get a bunch of people in front of Bryant Williams.
1st down and goal at the 2. Grounds with a chance to take the lead. Williams behind Dengler, gets the ball, just pushes up the middle.
That's got to be
into the end zone.
It's got to be
no signal yet. No arms in the air.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown, Greyhounds!
Another all-important point here for Brian Velasquez. Nice job. All they did was run inside zone with a follow. Great job by Tyler Hartman and a great job by Tyler Bailey. And who is that on that left side? That is Travis Thompson, who's moved from center over to guard to help out in that. So now they're lined up heavy for the extra point. Velasquez gets a chance to add to his total tonight.
20-14. Wixom the snap. Bowman the hold. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good. We'll keep it right here. It's 21-14 Greyhounds. Change the board over in the press box. It's not 21-14 Washington. It's 21-14 Burlington. Give us the lead. So the Greyhounds now will play defense. It'll be 1st down and goal for Washington from the 10. Same direction. And if Washington would force a second overtime, they will reverse roles. Washington would get the ball first, followed by Burlington. But let's not get that far. Let's go ahead and just take care of business right here. In fact, let's go ahead and force a turnover and wrap this puppy up with a 21-14 victory.
Well, what they've loved to do down here is they'd love to go with Hunt or Dobbs in that counter tray or that power eye look, and so we've got to find a way to do that. They've also had success on the toss sweep, and so now we've got to be disciplined on the edges when we're coming. We haven't X-stunted on the edge in a long time here as well, so we got some things we can do defensively.
Dwayne Hunt, the tail of the tandem. He's gotten the ball all night. Here's a pitch to Hunt, trying to go around the right side, cuts it upfield at the hash, and tripped up down at about the 6. They're going to give him the 5, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Nice job by Bowens there, keeping him, making him turn inside, and Fort with the tackle on the body dive. So good pursuit. See DJ Pugh back in there.
2nd and goal just outside the 5. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Clymer turns and gives it to Hunt again, trying to feel at the middle. Got to the 3. It'll be 3rd and goal.
DJ Pugh coming in from that safety spot along with Bowens, trying to run the stretch. Great job by Zoo and Webster to kind of gauge some space for those guys to come in and make the tackle.
They actually only gave him 1, so it'll be 3rd and goal at the 4.
Can't over-penetrate. That's huge for our guys up front.
Clymer under center. I formation once again. Clymer turns and gives it to his up back. Trying to back his way into the end zone is Justin Sherman. He's going to be short by less than a yard.
Look at that.
4th and goal.
Look at that.
4th and goal by less than the length of a football.
Ladies and gentlemen in the crowd, get on your feet, make some noise.
This is a huge play. Get a stop, I'll tell you why. 4th and goal inside the 1. Clymer under center.
Get in the middle.
Clymer barking out,
and
they jump. The right end jumped, so that'll be a 5-yard walk-off, taking it outside the 5-yard line.
Oh, Charles Hayek, you're going to be very upset come Saturday as you look at video. You were the man who moved.
Dead ball, illegal procedure.
He called the touchdown, but this is a huge 4th and 6 now. Do not take yourself out of the ball game.
And I would guess Cedar Rapids, Washington is going to take a timeout, and they will, to talk things over. Well, that makes it different. And you know, you look at this, potentially, if Burlington holds on to win this game, it's going to be 2 penalty mistakes. Not even a penalty mistake maybe on the first one, because if you get beat, that's a physical mistake that you let a guy get behind and you have to commit that penalty. But right there, I mean, it's a hustle play. When you're trying to get that last yard, you're trying to get off the ball quicker than the defense, but you got to be on time.
Yep. So great job by the defense here, Scott, to hold their discipline and not jump, because they were going hard count, trying to get it inside the 1. And now we've got to be careful because, again, had success on the toss and had success on the counter and the off tackle. So anytime they have both guard and tackle pulling either direction, Hunt and Dobbs have had their field day and have gone in untouched. So I don't know what the boxes are calling up for Cedar Rapids, Washington, but this is a situation where your safeties have got to be on the outside edge, and hopefully we can hear some noise from this crowd. It's a great stand by the Greyhound defense.
4th down and goal. Ball just outside the 5-yard line after the illegal procedure penalty. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. The short side of the field is the right. Clymer under center, barking out the signals. Turns, fakes it to Hunt, going to roll left. Throws in the flat left side, has a man into the end zone. Is Justin Sherman untouched, and it's 21-20.
Great concept play. Backside play action. Sherman looks like he's going to go backside to block. Floats out to the flat while we're playing cover 1. Nobody's there, tosses it in, 6 points.
So now to try the important extra point for Cedar Rapids, Washington, is Gavin Watson on the hold by Reed Ortiz.
Gage Webster, Carl Martinez-Hale, you guys have been the ones.
Kicking it from the 8. Watson gets it up, and it's good. So we're tied back up at 21-21, and we'll head to OT number 2. So now Burlington will get the ball second. The defense will stay on the field for Burlington. Cedar Rapids, Washington will get a second opportunity. And I think, as we talked about earlier, you always want to be first in an overtime on defense, but if you score to tie it up, you've got to have momentum going into overtime number 2.
Yep, and the thing is, they struggled to get the ball in, and so they've had to call more plays out of their pocket than the Greyhounds have, so that gives us a little bit of an advantage. Coming down here to the closed end of the field also should give us, as the kennels here, and hopefully somebody can get a message to those guys to really make some noise to try to get in the way of their cadence call.
I may have finally broken the code on how to get in to find out when the last time Burlington was involved in an overtime game. Well, it's 21-21. We head to the second OT, and if John's correct, if we make it to a third, they'll be able to kick a PAT this time, but next time, not so. They'll have to go for 2 after a touchdown. Overtime history. Well, the tab says overtime history. Maybe it'll fill in a second. Either way, first down and goal from the 10 for Cedar Rapids, Washington. The Burlington Greyhound defense comes back on the field to try and hold or at worst give up a field goal.
Right.
Well, no matter what happens, and I have to say it now in case a loss happens, it's been a great game, it's been a fun game, and it's been a game I did not necessarily see coming.
No, I agree with you. I really thought that maybe it would be more lopsided one way or the other.
Clymer under center on first down and goal. Pitches it to Hunt, trying to sweep it left side, being strung out. Gets the corner, walks up the sideline, I should say, into the end zone. 10-yard touchdown run for Dwayne Hunt.
Well, he held that one in his bag. Coach Maurice Blue with the jet sweep toss. And they were able to go in for 6. They get their 7. Now we've got to find a way to answer. We're thankful that we do not need to do it by the number of plays run. So
yes, that is not a criteria. That is not a criteria. Now Cedar Rapids, Washington is going to take a timeout before the extra point attempt. Oh, mercy me.
The code has still not been broken.
The code has not been broken. I thought maybe I had. But I'm being proven incorrect. Let me apologize for this because I really, really want to tell you when Burlington last played in overtime. Might have to go a different route if I can work my way down a rather lengthy spreadsheet. Well, either way, it's 27-21 in favor of Cedar Rapids, Washington, and they will try the extra point momentarily coming out of this timeout. What that means is Burlington will at least have to score a touchdown in its own right.
Yep.
And depending on what happens with the PAT, either kick it to
It's
tie,
been a great game.
kick it to tie, or kick it to win.
I'm double checking my rules here, everybody, to make sure that, again, that if it's a third overtime period that they have to go for 2.
The problem is it's kicking me out of my drive on my phone, so it's tough to get where I'm going because every time I get close, I get kicked out. So here we go. They're going for 2 as Cedar Rapids, Washington. Hunt behind Sherman in the I formation. Clymer under center. Clymer and the offense from the 3. Sends a man in motion. Pitch it to Hunt. Being strung out, gets a good block on the edge. Gets into the end zone. It's 29-21.
So now this forces the hand of the Greyhounds to go for 2 when they score. And so what do we have? What do we have in the bag in terms of offense that can get us 8 points and move us on to our third OT?
So the Greyhounds know what they have to do. They have to put it in the end zone, and then they have to convert the 2-point conversion. That's the good part. The bad part is you got to convert the 2 after scoring. That's the tough part. Greyhounds are, if they can get the touchdown, 2 for 2 in 2-point conversions this year. So that is a positive. Just let's get it to that position. So the Greyhounds first down and goal from the 10, trailing by 8. Dangler from the shotgun. Pitches it left to Williams. Almost threw it over his head. Good play by Williams. He's going to be stopped. It threw off the timing of everything with the pitch that was a little high. Williams got 1 to the 9, but nothing more.
I got to tell you, Scott, with the way that the Washington defense is pursuing, if we had anything quick to the backside, leave a back on the near side and maybe throw something backwards, I don't think he gets a timeout.
And now Burlington's going to take its final timeout.
Right. Scott, I stand corrected. We do not have to go for 2.
So it's not like college.
No. So I thought it had been there. So we stand corrected. So it really is a moot point since we have to go for 2 on the score anyway. So, again, I agree with you, Scott. Regardless of what happens tonight, this Greyhound football team has really shown its muster and its ability to fight through some adversity, as well as be able to find a way to score in tough situations.
So the Greyhounds coming out of the timeout will have second down and goal from the 10. You think it was 2010, 2011, somewhere in there?
I think it was the 2011 season. I'm not sure when Jordan Webb, I always got to say it now, our head men's track coach, was a junior. But we went into
Week 4, 2011, 34-31 against Clinton.
That was our overtime?
Yes. Take that back. Week 7, Davenport North, 33-27 against Davenport North.
So I was right in the right
two OT
year.
games in 2011.
At least I was right
So
in the
year.
It's
been 8 years since Burlington played in overtime. Dengler
right now
pitches it to Williams, a lateral. He throws into the end zone, picked off. Game over. Cedar Rapids, Washington with the win. Back in 1 minute on KBUR and KBUR.com.
Oh.
The final statistics for the game for Cedar Rapids, Washington: 39 rushes for 160 yards, 11 pass attempts, 8 completions, no interceptions for 121 yards passing. Total Washington offense, 282 yards. For your Greyhounds, 52 rushes.
In the fourth quarter at West. You tie 14-14 at the end of regulation against Cedar Rapids, Washington.
Right.
You are this close to 3-1 in district, and instead you're 0-4.
And that's the nature of sport. And you and I have sat here in these chairs in a lot of different scenarios, and there is no magic potion to make you feel better about what's happened. And so you've got to find a way next week to overcome this and get ready for one of the best teams in the state of Iowa. And so you can't let this thing settle in on you now, but you've got to find ways now. If you're a junior or sophomore or freshman, you've got to say enough's enough. Something's got to give.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's the same refrain, just a different year. I mean, I said this before you stepped down. I've now said it every year you've been with me. We're on year 5, year 6. Or year 5 because you came up when Zach joined. When is that going to come? When is it going to come where the freshmen, the sophomores, and the juniors finally say, enough is enough? Or will it ever come where it hurts so badly? Because I look out there right now and I saw 4 guys sitting on their helmets, and they were all seniors.
Sure. And forgive me for being terse or insensitive. if you want to avoid that, you need to take care of things prior to and not think that your year is going to be different. And I think we know that throughout all of sport, that if something's going to change collectively, and we've said that when I was coaching, we said it when Ron Glasgow was coaching, we said it when Tom Pleen was coaching, said it when Lloyd Cisco was coaching, when Jim Hoffman was coaching, that collectively those things have got to change from all of the players.
Yeah, and the thing is, football is the one sport where it truly takes a group.
Oh, yeah.
You can get, I'm just throwing an arbitrary number out there. You can get two really good arms and change the fortunes of a baseball program pretty quickly. You can get a couple of shooters from deep and a big man in the post and change your fortunes in basketball pretty quickly.
Yes.
You can get 50 kids come out for track and change your fortunes pretty quickly.
Right.
But in football, where it is, to me, the consummate team game, you have to have a group of kids.
And it's the ultimate team game day in, day out.
Yes.
Because you can't, as a pitcher, you can throw against a brick wall or some square strike zone. As a hitter, you can hit off a tee. As a shooter, you can go to any park and get around the rim. You can run track. Football, you need a minimum of two people to get something done. So you've got to convince all of your players, from the first to the last, however you want to say it, to commit to changing things. And we continue to see movement, but we want to see it move faster. And we did it during my tenure. We did it during Ron's, all the way through. So it's an uphill battle. I think the change a little bit does come a little bit next year when we get into 3A, but it's not a magical cure, because we were talking off the air. You're going to be facing Clinton. We've seen them for years. North Scott continues to be in 3A. Assumption's been in 3A for 4 years now.
Solon.
North Scott will be in 3A. Solon's there. Cedar Rapids, Xavier's there. Mount Pleasant's on the way up. Keokuk and Fort Madison will be in our southeast area, and so those guys have improved. So it is not like we're going to step out of the fire into some green pasture and be able to whoop up on people. It's going to continue to be a grind.
Well, it is that time of the night where we have to choose tonight's Dr. Kirk Masner Family Dentistry Player of the Game. I will not tell you mine. You tell me yours first.
I have two.
Okay, go right ahead.
I really have two. I really believe DJ Pugh did a nice job offensively and defensively. He made some key tackles during the game, especially on the edge. And not just so much because he had the touchdown tying touchdown, but because of the way he ran that entire series in that fourth quarter to get them into the end zone. My other guy is Gage Webster. I thought he played a tremendous game defensively and was able to have an effect on the edge on those runners and really changed Washington's game plan.
I was going to go, believe it or not, with DJ Pugh. Just because, and no disrespect